Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
None are better than this one, the best quarterback in the world.
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Common and Chev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Common and Chef here with Alex Tellez, ready for an awesome Wednesday afternoon show. A lot of great stuff in the break room, brand new diamonds, big names like Justin Jefferson, Josh Allen, Peyton Manning, and more. We got a new baseball break. All headliners, but one still available. Names like Ronald Acuna Jr., Nolan Ryan, and plenty more. We got great stuff in the mini helmets, brand new mini helmet series with all the headliners left there as well. Got some good stuff, ratios in the practice squad. College has a 7 in 10 chance at a headliner. So much good stuff in the break room. I cannot wait to get started here on a Hot Take Wednesday. How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing good. I said it last night. I'll say it again. Bob Boulay, the NBA playoffs are better than the NHL playoffs.
Is that a hot take?
I think, so. According to the chat, I feel like it is because these guys love their hockey playoffs. The NBA playoffs this year has been a 10 out of 10.
I gotta say this about the hockey community because
And the hockey playoffs are always good. It's NHL
Look.
hockey. It's good. Playoffs are playoffs.
hockey fans, like any other fringe sport, are extremely passionate. Like, I'll be honest with you, all due respect to hockey fans, because I like hockey too, but it's not my number one sport. If you ever covered weightlifting or stuff like that, they will swear their sport is the best. So anytime you're like that number 4, 5, 6 sport, you're extra passionate about your sport. So I don't know if it's a hot take, Alex, but I agree 100% with all the comebacks. Just hoping Steph Curry is okay.
He's going to be out the next game
Yes.
right now, and then they'll wait and see. But
Yes.
he has been ruled out the next game.
Yes.
And it's just been good, close games and good defense and physicality.
Indiana Pacers are the best team in the last minute of basketball games ever.
I think it's been the least amount of fouls called per game since '97.
Good to know. Let them play.
They've been playing.
Let them play. Let's play here in the break room. Looking for 2 virtual dice, 6 or higher on the dice roll. 2 and a 3, that won't do. 4 and a 2, 6 will do. Low number there. Will get us through the breaks even quicker. 6 on our dice roll. Heading on over to the Wheel of Names. Let's see what the chase is for the noon show here. Looks like Minis was the early show. Chase for the noon show. Looks like we've got ourselves the Vault. Vault. Got some Vault keys. 2 Vault keys left. Plus 3 headliners in the final 9 boxes. 5 in 9 chance at a headliner or a Vault key. Would love to knock out a Vault break tonight. That is our chase for the early show. So no pre-fills, no personals, Alex, correct?
Nope.
Let's do a rundown. Let's give you guys a little tour of the Ultimate Autographs live break room. We'll get started with the diamond helmets. This is all authentics. If you want a guaranteed authentic helmet, this is the only series to get an authentic. Also just dropped this morning. Every single headliner is left. 30 boxes left. 10 photoed headliners plus 4 secondary. It's a 14 and 30 chance at a headliner. Photoed names are terrific. Got some of the best receivers in the league. Ladd McConkey, over 1,000 yards receiving as a rookie. That two-tone chrome flex, the blue and the yellow, terrific helmet. A guy you want to have on your fantasy team, I promise you that, Ladd McConkey. A guy you want to have in your PC. Definitely will rise in value. Speaking of PCs in fantasy, Terry McLaurin was number 2 in the NFL in receiving touchdowns last year. That Scary Terry inscription. Beautiful Commander speed flex. Deebo Samuel might make it even easier for him because usually if you finish second in receiving touchdowns, the next season you face more double teams, etc. Well, Deebo there, it's going to be a pretty good 1-2 punch with Washington. We do have the 5-time league MVP quarterback Peyton Manning on an authentic with that beautiful visor. Rob Gronkowski, I almost think he's getting more popular after his playing career.
Yeah.
He's literally everywhere on television, all the commercials. Rob Gronkowski. Speaking of everywhere, if you go on the internet, Micah Parsons is everywhere.
He's also everywhere, yeah.
His podcast, all his posts online, just making him more popular and making that autograph value worth more. Aiden Hutchinson on that beautiful Lion authentic, one of the best young pass rushers in the league. Justin Jefferson, perhaps the best receiver in the NFL. I love that Viking speed authentic. We do have the Josh Allen speed flex. Again, retail value for a Josh Allen speed flex is about $1,500 and rising. That's an awesome quarterback. The MVP, Josh Allen. The Bills GM basically said they don't need receivers. We got Josh Allen. It's all we need.
Oh, he had a great take on. He called into a radio show.
Yeah,
it was hilarious.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it because they were talking to him on the McAfee show because the local
radio
guys in Buffalo were not happy with not getting a receiver in the first few rounds.
He's like, we were the number 1 offense. We scored more points than anybody that last year. Our problem was the defense. We drafted a corner for a reason.
Yes, agreed.
And he called them a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, Josh Allen, he makes everybody look good.
Yeah.
Marshall Faulk on that beautiful SDS. Terrific running back. Showed off that Ladd McConkey, the GOAT defensive player, Lawrence Taylor. All these authentics have visors on them. And in that double box break, you can double up Lawrence Taylor, Terry McLaurin. You can double up Justin Jefferson, Aiden Hutchinson. You can double up Rob Gronkowski, Josh Allen. More than $2,000 of autograph value combined with the Gronk and Allen double up. Also, Micah Parsons with McLaurin and Lawrence Taylor in the NFC East. So that's the Diamonds. We have a new baseball breakup, brand new series. We did 1 box, pulled the Gibson jersey. Everything else is still available. We got Big Papi, David Ortiz, top 3 DH of all time. Jeff Bagwell, in my opinion, the best batting stance in sports history. Sitting on a toilet, Jeff Bagwell. I have no idea how this guy keeps his balance, but it was mighty impressive for the former MVP and Hall of Famer Jeff Bagwell. Steve Carlton bat. Alex, at least aesthetically, the coolest looking item in the baseball series is White Sox legendary catcher, Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk.
Looks pretty nice.
Look at that silver.
Yeah.
That looks sick. We have the Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Smith, the best fielding shortstop of all time, arguably. We got Godzilla with the Godzilla inscription, Hideki Matsui. The last time the Yankees won the World Series, he was the World Series MVP. It has been a long time for the Bronx Bombers. Jose Ramirez, that might come with the Tim Anderson inside as well. Who knows? Beautiful, beautiful Cleveland helmet. One of the best shortstops in the game. Infielders, Jose Ramirez. We got Chase Utley, one of the all-time great second basemen on the Phillies helmet. Mike Piazza, that beautiful Mets batting helmet. Vlad Sr., the best bad ball hitter of all time. Manny Machado, one of baseball's best. Miguel Cabrera, the last Triple Crown winner. Ronald Acuna Jr., the only guy ever with 40 home runs and 70 steals in a season. Then we got the K-King, Nolan Ryan. That's what I'm calling him now, the K-King.
I was actually told that Jose Ramirez comes with a sandwich,
Yeah, ooh, maybe.
a knuckle sandwich.
Maybe. Raleigh Fingers got the best mustache. Paul Goldschmidt. Jazz Chisholm, that's different.
Yeah.
Hit King Pete Rose, not even photoed.
Wow.
Then secondary headliner Julio Rodriguez. It's a 19 and 29 chance at a headliner in the double play baseball series. Speaking of headliner ratios, we got some really, really good ratios in the college series. We got 10 boxes left. We have 6 lottery balls left, I believe. Is that 6 next to you,
I
Alex?
see 6 balls in there.
6 lottery balls with bonus gift cards. The biggest one left, by the
I
way,
think we got a couple 150s.
is 150. Yes. I got a $150 gift card times 2 still available on that college series. We also have CeeDee Lamb authentic, Boomer Sooner, top 5 receiver in the game, the Cowboy star CeeDee Lamb. We have probably the most underrated player in college football history. Top 5 all time in college football rushing yards. I see the best backs being talked about in college football history, and this guy is consistently left off the list.
He won fantasy championships last year.
He also, by the way, led the NFL in rushing yards a few years ago.
Yeah.
So the ripped Jonathan Taylor speed flex, half Wisconsin, half Colts. You know me. Blue visor, blue face mask.
Yeah.
I am sold. Love that JT. We do still have the Steve Smith Sr., my personal favorite helmet in that series on the Utah Utes. We're talking about Steve Smith last night, Alex. He is 8th all-time in receiving yards with Jake Delhomme as his quarterback. That is mighty impressive.
He was the guy I wanted to see in the break room for a long time, and we've had him a lot recently.
I
Come
love
in and
it.
Get him.
I got some great secondary headliners. Could have a Mooning, Warren Moon.
Oh, God.
Tim Brown on Notre Dame, perhaps. Heisman Trophy winning receiver. Hines Ward on the Georgia Bulldog. Then we got LaShawn McCoy, could be a Pitt Panther. 70% chance at a headliner, plus 6 bonus gift cards in the last 10 boxes. A lot of goodies in that college series. The vault is the chase today. Chase wheel spin, 9 boxes left. We got the best rave in the game, the Rams rave, Puka Nacua. This guy will go up in autograph value. He'll go up in stats because I think that Devontae Adams, in my opinion, has more left in the tank than Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
And Puka Nacua, a lot of those double teams he was going to face, well, going to be kind of hard to double team him with Devontae Adams on the other side. So that Rams team should flourish. Do I dare say on a hot take Wednesday,
Oh.
the NFC representative in the Super Bowl?
I like it.
The
I like
Rams.
It. Yeah. I
They're
like it.
loaded. Matthew Stafford's back. I got a great defense. Got a couple great receivers. Kyron Williams. They played their Eagles tough last
I was
year.
gonna say nobody played them tough. Nobody played the Eagles tougher than the Rams did,
Exactly right. They were one play away from beating the Eagles, by the way.
and they got better.
So there's your hot take.
I like it.
NFC
That's a hot take.
champions.
That's a good one.
hot
That's a
take,
good. That's the
Alex.
best one so far.
I didn't even have it. It just came to me.
See?
I love their team.
That's how it works.
The Rams team is great. Speaking of Super Bowls, Lawrence Taylor, he knows a thing or two. A couple Super Bowls, league MVP, 3-time DPOY, the best defensive player ever, a must-have in any PC. Giant fans, by the way, Lawrence Taylor double up with the Phil Simms secondary headliner, just $186 for both combined. We do have the $300 vault key and the 100 left in that series. Trick play practice squad. We're down to the final 7 boxes. We got 3 headliners. The best Buccaneer offensive player of all time, Mike Evans on that flash. Only guy in football history with 11 straight 1,000-yard seasons to start his career. Let that sink in, Alex.
Yeah.
The history of football, nobody else has ever done that except for Mike Evans. Beautiful lid right there. Bo Jackson licensed jersey. Such a terrific looking jersey on one of the best athletes ever. One of the most iconic football players, Bo Jackson. We do have a secondary headliner, Jim Kelly, the only quarterback to play in 4 straight Super Bowls, 3 in 7 chance at a headliner in the practice squad. Jersey break, still got some good names. Could have a Mooning on that Oiler jersey. Got Randall Cunningham, one of the best dual threat quarterbacks. Dick Butkus, the Bears Hall of Fame linebacker. The late great secondary headliner, Drew Bledsoe. 4 in 9 chance at a headliner in the jerseys. Mini helmet break will happen this show. 4 spots to go in there. Everything is left. Brand new mini helmet series. 30 boxes. All 30 are still available. Plenty of double up options. 1 spot, 2 mini helmets. autograph for $50. For example, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, maybe the best, do I dare say the best receiver combo in the league? They're up there.
Ooh.
Where would you put them? Because I have it's not a hot take, but I think Devontae Smith is better than T. Higgins, personally.
What I was going to say, it's actually the team you just mentioned. Is it Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua? Ooh. We'll have to see them play.
Maybe.
But out of the ones that have played, yeah, you can make the argument they're Super Bowl champs.
The Eagles are definitely up there. We do have the Giants, Lawrence Taylor mini as well. NFC East double up. You guys can get the NFC West double up. Warren Moon, Eric Dickerson. We have the AFC North, Troy Polamalu, Ray Lewis. How about some defense with those two? Robert Mathis, all-time forced fumble leader on that Flash mini. Then Champ Bailey, the most Pro Bowls of any cornerback ever on that new STS. Then Jim Kelly Slate as well, available in those mini helmets. We do have the mystery box tab open where you can purchase minis, jerseys, and reps as personals. You can also get a lot of really good rep personals. I mean, most of these are still left. Bo Jackson, Kurt Warner, J.J. Watt, Warren Moon, A.J. Green, Antonio Gates, Patrick Willis, Ricky Williams, Jameson Williams, and Kyron Williams. Absolutely loaded in that series. Now, any Texan fans out there, get at us. J.J. and Nico, terrific names. Actually, Nico, I think, did go. But the J.J. Watt is still lurking. Huddled up replica helmets. Come and get those guys as well.
Yeah, there should be some headliner packages available as well.
Headliner packages going up as well. So that's one mini, one jersey, one rep, one authentic, 4 autographed items, $1849.99. I always say, Alex, for a brand new collector, someone who's new to this, who has money to spend. Obviously, it's not for the week. You got to have a little moolah for this one, but you get yourself 4 guaranteed items, and you get to see a little bit of variety.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of newer customers buying these of late. Obviously, for the Go people, it's free, part of our Signature Club Rewards program, but you can still buy it outright if you want and get yourself 4 guaranteed headliners in there, the headliner package. So, guys, let me know what you guys want to rock and roll with. We've got some great options on that break page. Do see some 6s and 7s, but we know very well, Alex, once the break is down to 4 or less, it happens pretty quickly. 3 spots to go now in that diamond single. $96, perhaps for the league MVP, Josh Allen Speedflex. The 5-time MVP, Peyton Manning, the most ever. Those are some really, really good options there in the Audible Diamond Helmet series. I don't know if this counts as a hot take, Alex, because I think it's lukewarm because of how good he is. But we were talking with Dom last night. We had that QB Room series in the room. And in my opinion, knock on wood for injuries, when it's all said and done, Josh Allen will be a top 10 quarterback of all time.
How about top 5?
Top 5?
Sure.
Okay, so you're going even higher.
I think he'll get at least 1 Super Bowl ring.
Yes.
If he gets 2, he'll be top 5 in my eyes. He'll pass Aaron Rodgers. He'll pass Drew Brees for me.
It is interesting because we were doing that last night, and I originally had Brees. It was like all the quarterbacks we had last night.
Because if he wins 1, he's tied with those guys. He's equal to those guys.
Yeah.
And talent-wise, he's better.
He is arguably the most talented quarterback to ever play the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's between, you look at like sheer arm ability, it's him and Mahomes.
Him, Mahomes, and Rodgers.
But in Rodgers, those are the 3 most talented arms. Stafford as well.
Yes.
But technically, Josh Allen is a better athlete than all 3 of those guys.
Yeah.
So pure talent-wise, we're looking at, I mean, I will say this, Mahomes and Rodgers do have more of those off-angle platform throws.
Yeah.
But, you know, whether he's the most talented ever or the 2nd or 3rd most talented, there is one hand less than a hand of guys that you can talk about being more talented than Josh Allen.
Because he has a different style of running, but you could say he's a top 5 running quarterback of all time.
He's really fast, really strong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Josh Allen is like kind of the perfect quarterback, and I think last year was a really good year for him. You know, with Diggs leaving, he kind of matured and learned how to be a quarterback. Same thing happened to Mahomes right after Hill left. Had his best year because he had to scan the field and find all the different receivers. So now without focusing on one guy, he spread the ball around last year, and he was the best version of himself. Also, did limit the turnovers. You want him to be a gunslinger. You don't want him to be shy, but you want to find ways to limit the turnovers, and Josh Allen did that last
Because
year.
you know what's going to happen, too. We're going to be 20, 30 years down the line, and the people that are growing up watching Josh Allen are going to be like, well, Josh Allen's better than Joe Montana, who's playing against plumbers. Josh Allen's better than, Drew Brees, Brett Favre, all those type of guys.
Right?
Because they didn't play against competition, as good. And then all of a sudden, Josh Allen's the third best quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
It's how it goes.
People are very biased towards the guys they watch.
Yeah.
Which is fair because, it's human nature. If you watch the guy play, that's who you like. Now, comparing eras is very, very hard, Alex. Obviously, different rule sets. And there's some guys like a Joe Montana, like a Peyton Manning in the series.
Yeah.
They're so good, they would adapt to any generation. But the honest truth is, and this is something that's going to be very hard for a lot of people to take in the chat, but the honest truth is the game gets better in every sport.
Yeah.
The football players, the basketball
There's
players,
more research.
the baseball players, there's more research, there's more analytics, there's more, nutrition.
It wouldn't make sense for a sport not to get better.
Yes.
Just like everything in life gets better over time, so do sports.
And it's perfect example of the quarterbacks these days.
Yeah.
There was a whole argument of, do you want a passing quarterback? Do you want a running quarterback? Well,
need both.
Josh Allen does both. Even like Mahomes, he can run when he needs to.
Run enough.
Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert.
Yep.
These guys can all run when they need to. So you mean Drew Lock is no longer the perfect quarterback? I don't know if Drew Lock was ever the perfect quarterback, Bob. But I do love Drew Lock.
In your heart, he was.
He was the perfect college quarterback with that backpack.
No, I could already picture it, though, with Josh Allen in 20, 30 years. You're talking to either your grandkids or your kids. You're like, Peyton Manning couldn't run. I could run faster than Peyton Manning. He couldn't run at all. You're telling me Josh Allen isn't better than Peyton Manning?
They'll show him that 1 yard touchdown run against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, who can run quicker? Definitely looking forward to seeing Josh Allen. I know we'll do that diamond single this show.
Yep, 3 to go.
3 spots to go. So here's that diamond single link.
The other thing, too, is, I've been saying is you look at every great quarterback in football history, probably the top 10 to 15. They all have a Super Bowl besides Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Odds are he's going to get that Super Bowl.
I think so, too. Really, the biggest thing, if you look at playoff numbers, Alex.
He's one of the best.
The biggest thing that always lets Josh Allen down is the Bills' defense in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They are like the Russell Westbrook of defenses. In the regular season,
he's balling right now, though.
No, he is. He's looking good.
How about the James Harden?
Okay, so they stat pad against the bad teams. So every year you look at the Bills' defensive numbers, they're a pretty good defense in the regular season. In the postseason, they come apart.
Yeah.
So I call it the classic Bills stat padding. Here, I'll pull this up here. Playoff passer rating of all time. This is just one number. It's not everything. I'm not saying it is everything. Obviously, there's more sample size for some guys. But Josh Allen is 6th all time in playoff passer rating. 101.7. Baker Mayfield first, Mahomes second.
Yeah. And Baker Mayfield did the least amount of playoff games.
Yes, exactly.
Guys.
So obviously there's sample size.
Yeah.
Bart Starr obviously won a lot with the Green Bay Packers back in the day. But Josh Allen playoff numbers, Alex, 25 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions.
He's amazing.
25 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions.
And 3 of those coming from what, 1 year?
Yeah, that was 2022. So outside of 2022,
he's had 1.
He's had 1 interception in the playoffs. And then you look at his rushing yards. Where's the rushing yards here? Rushing and receiving. So he's had 7 rushing touchdowns in the playoffs. So combined, 32 touchdowns and 4 picks in the playoffs.
Pretty good.
For Josh Allen.
Pretty good.
Look
at the completion percentage, too. 70% this 1 year. 77 the one playoff. That's ridiculous.
So he is definitely not the problem for those who say that the Bills are not clutch. Josh Allen is far from the problem. He is the solution.
I mean, you said it with, Mahomes before he won a Super Bowl and after he won a Super Bowl. Obviously, he's got multiple, but his value increased a ton. Just wait until his.
He's going to win a Super Bowl, and it feels weird for me because, I'm a Chiefs guy.
But he's so likable.
I should hate him. I should hate the Bills. But God honest truth, if the Chiefs lose in the playoffs, I would cheer for the Bills to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because I think they deserve it more than any other franchise. I know that's a hard thing to say. I know Lions are very lovable.
The Browns.
But the Lions have always lost. the Bills are kind of like weird because they've always been like decent. Like I feel like they should have one already. And that's kind of more heartbreaking when you're good, but you're not good enough.
I kind of feel like it's that. So that's two of your rivals technically. It's the Bills because of the Chiefs, and I would say the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings.
Vikings still have also never won.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they've been to one.
They have. Way
Maybe
back
just
in the day,
one.
they played, I think, in a Super Bowl, but they have not won one. Bob's looking at some going to the Knicks Celtics game, 3 on Saturday afternoon. Last row at MSG, $600. Should I buy 3 tickets for all of us? The airfare will be a lot cheaper than the game tickets, says Bob.
Let's do it.
Well, I would personally, if I were to go to a playoff game, I would go watch the Warriors if Curry's playing. But that doesn't sound the worst, Bob.
MSG playoffs.
Yeah.
What's better?
So is he saying that he's gonna buy those tickets free for us?
He's
And then we'll pay-
buying the tickets, and we're getting the airfare.
Ooh, that's not the
It's
worst
enticing.
offer.
It's enticing.
By the way, Bob, speaking of the Knicks, it's good to have the Knicks be good. I like basketball better when the Knicks are good.
You stepped in what?
Okay, so he's not paying for the tickets. Gonna use my frequent flyer miles, right? So boy, my money account is back in my account with my deposit limits. I gotta say, Alex, I'm looking at that plus 10.5 tonight for the Knicks and the Nuggets. It's looking kind of juicy to me. I don't think they'll win game 2.
I feel like we're due for a blowout, and I don't know which one it's going to be. One of these games is going to be a blowout. We're like due for one.
So Cannon Schuster not happy with his guy Mike Tomlin. George Pickens to the Cowboys.
The Cowboys saw that this morning.
How about that?
Good move for the Cowboys, and it makes sense for the Steelers. I wish they just did it before the draft this year.
So they're going all in on DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of play similar. It's just DK Metcalf's like 50 pounds more muscle.
Yeah.
But they're both, deep shot, deep ball guys.
Metcalf is better.
Is better, yeah.
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 So just
And
got
that's
a Tomlin update.
That's a perfect fit for him in Dallas.
Cannon Schuster is without question
The biggest Mike Tomlin hater.
the biggest Mike Tomlin hater in the world.
You don't know how good you have it until it's gone.
Canyon.
That's Mike Tomlin and Steelers fans.
Well, look, Steeler fans have expectations. For
Yeah,
them,
Super Bowls,
making
Super
the
Bowls.
playoffs
I don't
is
know.
not enough. So, some of us here in Chicago, we would gladly just take a playoff appearance, Alex.
Oh, my God.
I'll take a playoff loss.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
I just want to make the playoffs, man. Just get us in the dance.
I do think he's a little overrated. I don't think he's overrated. I think Mike McCarthy's underrated because they have the same exact stats as coaches. Mm-hmm. But Mike McCarthy gets hated
I definitely agree Mike McCarthy's underrated. That part I agree. Dom and I were talking about that, I think, off air the other day. No respect for Mike McCarthy.
No, I don't know how he's not a coach.
Built the Cowboys, team, when they were healthy, they were division champions, double-digit winners.
Yeah.
So, 2 to go, guys, in that diamond single. That's coming up. That'll be probably our first break of the show. All Authentics in here. Speaking of coaches, you may not know this, but one of my favorite coaches in all of sports, coaching ability. Take it what you will with some of the stuff off the field, but I'm a huge Harbaugh fan.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Harbaugh. And that's who I wanted the Bears to get a couple years ago.
Oh, I wish.
I know there's the relationship with the president. I know why they didn't get him. But that's who I wanted to get personally. And this is not a hot take because I think it's not that hot. But I do think this year the Chargers will win a playoff game.
Yeah.
I think they're overdue. Harbaugh makes everybody better. He gets Lad McConkey year 2 to work with Justin Herbert. This is a very, very underrated player, Lad McConkey, on an incredible helmet. Look, Georgia Bulldogs. Why did they take a step back last year?
They lost him.
Lad McConkey and Brock Bowers weren't there.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh said he woke up in the middle of the night thinking, I need to get Justin Herbert into the Hall of Fame. You know how he's going to get him in the Hall of Fame? That guy right
Throw
there.
that guy the ball.
Throw that guy the ball.
Lad McConkey, very, very consistent receiver. Very, very beautiful speed flex.
A lot quicker than you think.
We actually had, I'll give you a perfect example, Alex. This was about 4 years ago when I first started working at Ultimate Autographs. We had Cooper Kupp in the break room, and before he had his Triple Crown season.
Oh, yeah.
And we had customers coming back in the chat saying, hey, remember last year when I got that Cooper Kupp authentic? Now it's gone up in value.
Well, yeah.
This is a guy that I think we'll be saying the same thing about.
Yeah.
A really good receiver, good rookie year. Look out for him in a couple years, Mr. Ladd McConkey.
I mean, he already had over 1,000 yards in his first season.
Yeah. I believe it was a Charger receiving record, I think, his first year, Ladd McConkey. So, Kanan says, what good is making the playoffs if you don't win games? Remember, Mike Tomlin's the reason we had Matt Canada and Smith now. Look, Kanan, I personally think I would rather make the playoffs and lose than not make the playoffs. But I get it. Again, Pittsburgh Steelers, very high expectations for sure. Yeah, definitely need weapons for sure. But I don't know. I feel like there was something there with Pickens that wasn't connecting in Pittsburgh. There was some sort of like attitude thing or something, which, you got to behave in the NFL. Some usually, right?
It's also a fit, too. When you got two receivers that do kind of the same thing, it doesn't really work out as well.
Two alpha males.
Well, yeah, just similar, skill set. They're, deep ball, jump ball guys.
Yeah.
You need the speedy slot guy that gets open all the time.
Should have brought back Russ with DK.
Yeah, I mean, that would have made
Russ.
sense.
No, because if you don't make the playoff, changes will be made. So Kanan wants changes. All right.
Haven't the Steelers never fired a coach?
No. And they're very stable.
They retire, then they get a new coach who's there forever.
3 coaches in the last 50 years or something in Pittsburgh. It is wild. But obviously, we will never convince Kanan of Mike Tomlin because it's like convincing Mike Mooney Wilcox about Drew Brees.
There's plenty of good coaches, but you still need a great quarterback.
Yes. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah,
you need a quarterback.
Their problem is they're never bad enough to draft high enough to get the great quarterback. Once it happens, though, they'll be rolling.
They'll probably get one in free agency at some point.
I think this next draft, maybe they'll really get
They'll
one.
figure something out.
This next draft is supposed to have, a better quarterback class, kind of like how this last year was. You got to move up and trade for one.
What's left in the diamond, Floyd the Barber? I got EVERYTHING. What does that spell? Everything, Floyd. Every single box, every single headliner. We got the MVP, Josh Allen, maybe the best quarterback, if not the second best quarterback in the game today. Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in the league. Aiden Hutchinson, the best pass rusher in the league. Micah Parsons, arguably the second best pass rusher. They're up there. TJ Watt, obviously, you got other guys, but between Hutch, Parsons, I would say Watt, some of the best guys in the NFL. We do have Peyton Manning still available, the 5-time league MVP. I got to be completely honest. Honesty moment, Alex. We've had a lot of Peyton Manning Broncos lately. I like the Peyton Manning Colts.
Oh, yeah, with that nice visor.
Right? That visor is clean. It's a guy everybody knows. Also very famous on commercials, TV. Let's get a Peyton Manning authentic tonight.
Yeah, 2 to go, guys.
Rob Gronkowski, speaking of TV and commercials. I say this about Gronk. For me, you're learning this about me, Alex. As far as GOAT debates, I am huge on longevity. Yeah. I think Travis Kelce and, Tony Gonzalez did it for more years at a high level. They had better careers than Rob Gronkowski, in my opinion. Just like Jerry Rice, better career than Randy Moss, in my opinion. But if I was picking a tight end for one game, one season, one play at their absolute peak, there's not a guy I'm taking over Rob Gronkowski.
Nope.
And I say that as a Chiefs fan. I love Kelce. I loved Gonzalez. Rob Gronkowski, one word, different.
He could do it all.
He could do it all. Block, catch, makes a lot of clutch plays, Rob Gronkowski. 4-time Super Bowl champion. Beautiful Patriot. Salute the service for Rob Gronkowski. We do have that Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry inscription. Beautiful Commander, Speed Flex. So everything is left in here, guys.
1 to go.
Massive names, tons of autograph value. Let's get that Audible Diamond rolling here in the break room.
1 to go.
Did Floyd get in? Floyd the Barber? Is that Marvin? What's his name?
Gary Marvin.
Gary Marvin. What's up, Gary? I'm thinking about flying across the country just to get a haircut from Gary.
Oh.
He is Floyd the Barber, Alex.
That's right.
Floyd the Barber.
Ronnie and Sulaco approved?
I don't know if Ronnie will approve. Was it the show with you or was it another show where I looked like alfalfa last week?
Oh.
My hair was sticking up and Ronnie came at me hard. So made sure the hair looked good today. I mean, the mornings, Alex, I wake up and it's like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
These are early shows for me. So one spot left, all the headliners left, guys. Get your spots. Let's get those Audible Diamonds out of here.
Lenhard closing it up.
Thank you, Steven. Diamond single coming up. Go ahead and drop me a box number. Single and ready to mingle here in the Diamonds. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate you, my man. Making moves. So we got ourselves Michael Convey, Josh Underwood, Jesse Marhofer, Sebastian Flores, William Warden, Gary Marvin, and Steven Lenhart. He's looking for 3. Tres. 3 works. 3 coming off the board in the Diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond. I do like this series because the names are so big, too. Like, obviously, Authentic Helmets worth the most, but you're not going to get a bad name in this series, right? Only 6 on the dice roll today, 5 and 6. Jesse Marhofer's got the NFC North. Right below in the NFC South is Steven Lenhart, William Warden, NFC East, Josh Underwood, NFC West, Sebastian Flores, AFC North. How about that AFC South? Coveted all of a sudden. That Peyton Manning in there. Sebastian Flores in the Josh Allen flex spot. And Michael Convey, you've got the AFC West here. Audible Diamonds. I guess it makes sense it's called the Audible Diamonds. Omaha! Peyton Manning, right? The most famous at the line call in NFL history, Peyton Manning. All right, what do we got here inside the very first box? 3 out of 30, guys. 3 out of 30. All right, let's take a peek-see here. I love this style of helmet. And I love this player. This is not even in the Ann Moore section. It is the Ann Moore section, rather. Not photoed, not secondary. We're talking about TJ Watt. We're talking about Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons. But this guy was the 2024 Defensive Player of the Year. Probably the best cornerback in the NFL today. Patrick Surtain II with the 24 Depot inscription. It is starter magic. Michael Convey, AFC West, Patrick Surtain II.
I have to put that in the Excel sheet for Ricky.
Right? You believe in starter magic?
That's what we've been doing.
Ricky's a hater. Put it in the Excel sheet.
No, he said he's not a hater. He just says he needs more evidence of it. So every time it happens, I keep saying put it in the Excel sheet.
All right, Ricky. That's starter magic there, my man. There's also another trend in the break room. I don't know if you've noticed this.
Here we go.
Bronco helmets go to Michael Convey. Oh. He specializes in Peyton Manning Bronco helmets. But another one, Patrick Surtain II, also works as well with the 24 Depot. I love this helmet. The Bronco
nice
Authentic. Yeah, the auto is perfect.
Yeah.
Roll Tide, by the way, Patrick Surtain II.
The Curtis Martin of modern day defenders.
Ooh, I like that. Man, so clean. So clean.
I also noticed Michael Convey is just always winning when I'm here.
He does win a lot. No doubt about that. That boy, Michael. Fun little fact, actually. Fun little fact because we asked Michael this last night. So we had a spot in the old Diamonds. We asked him, would you like to move over to the new series? He said, sure. That's a spot from last night.
Boom.
So decision made smartly, Michael Convey. Decision made smartly. Nice job on the Patrick Surtain II. What do you think about that Denver team? You think playoffs again, or was that a fluky year?
Ooh,
they got a really talented team.
This could be the hottest of hot takes.
Oh no! Don't say fourth. They're finishing ahead of the Raiders.
The Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers will all win a playoff game.
Oh, you're going the other way.
I think all 3 teams are very good.
Okay.
They will be the new AFC North.
Okay. You think the Bengals and the Steelers won't make the playoffs?
Or they'll lose to I don't know.
Well, actually,
I don't think the Steelers will this year. This is the year that's coming where they're not going to make it. So we're going to have one.
So
Bill-
AFC South will have just Houston, I'm assuming.
Yeah, just Houston.
And then AFC East just
Just
Buffalo.
Bills. Yep, just Bills.
And then Bengals, and you get Broncos, Chargers, and Chiefs all in the playoffs.
That's
7,
6,
right? No, that's 7.
3.
So this is the 5, 6, 7, right? And 7 get in.
There you go.
So Broncos, Chargers get in, and just I'm guessing it's Bengals. So I think the Bengals will get in this year.
It's going to be a coin flip again. They still
Their
did it.
defense is not
It's
good.
still not good.
Yeah.
All you did is pay
okay.
offensive guys, and you still got no defense. They might not
Yeah.
even have Trey Anderson if he gets traded.
Well, you know what they've got to do, the Bengals this year? Play in the preseason. Because they lose game 1, they'll miss the playoffs again. They come out really slow game 1.
Yeah, I mean, Broncos had a good draft. They got a corner in the first round who a lot of people had rated as the number 1 corner to pair with that guy
Lockdown
right there.
corners,
They got
right?
lockdown corners on top of what was a top 5 defense last year.
It's not bad.
They draft a running back. Sean Payton has only ever drafted 3 running backs: Reggie Bush, Mark Ingram, and Alvin Kamara. He just drafted
3.
and he just drafted one this year, R.J. Harvey.
Okay.
And the worst one of that was Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush.
Who wouldn't have picked Reggie Bush out of USC?
And he was good.
He was.
Good,
He just
good
hurt.
pass catcher, good returner, Mr. Reggie Bush. So, guys, what are we doing next? Let's run back the Diamonds.
I don't know. Bengals could still make it because it would be 1 Bills.
Yeah, no, I'm saying Bengals,
Yeah.
Chargers, and Broncos.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it'll be
So you're good.
Bills, Ravens, Bengals, Texans, Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos.
I mean, that makes sense. The only thing I'll say to that, Alex, is that it's too similar to last year.
Yeah,
There'll
you're
always
just-
be a surprise
you're
somewhere.
swapping the,
You would swap the Steelers and Bengals.
I think the only real surprise was
The Broncos.
the Broncos getting in over like the Bengals.
Well, the Chargers were a little bit surprising.
I think,
Not
I think a lot of people
but a little bit.
I think a lot of people still picked them to make the playoffs as that
Yeah.
last seed. But hey,
So we'll see. I'm hoping Miami bounces back, but we'll see. I think it's going to be between me. It's going to be the Broncos and the Dolphins fighting out for the last spot. So do have the Bengals personally in there, and I will pick the Chargers. Obviously, I'm picking them to win the playoff game.
that AFC West is going to be like the NFC North.
It's a good division. And Pete Carroll,
They'll be
he's
better.
a great coach.
They'll be better. Geno Smith is an
They'll be
upgrade.
better.
They got
So-
Ashton Genty now, and just having Pete Carroll there, they'll be better. They'll be like 6, 7 wins instead
Yeah.
of what, like 4 or 5.
Yeah, no, they'll definitely be improved.
They'll be closer to 500.
So, guys, let's run back these diamond lids. Still got all the headliners available in the diamonds, Alex. Everything is available. JA17. Obviously, you know, imagine being a Dolphin or a Jet fan. You had Tom Brady, then Josh Allen, just abusing you in the AFC East. Now, I would say probably the most likely division winner in the NFL, I would say it's the Bills. What do you think is the most likely? I mean, it's the Bills, the Chiefs, or Houston,
I would
maybe.
still say that the Chiefs, they should, but it's such a tough division. If one injury happens, maybe they make the playoffs, but don't win the division type of thing. I think the Bills, is easily
It's the Chiefs or Bills or Texans for me. Because the NFC, I think every division is wide open. I mean, I'll pick the Eagles, but we have that whole trend of lack of repeat winners in the NFC East. I think the Commanders with that Terry McLaurin flex look like a really good team.
Dare I say the Rams even, maybe?
The Rams in the West, they're the favorites, right?
I think so. I mean, Seahawks should take a step back.
Niners, though.
I don't know.
They're good.
Are
They
they?
just got to stay healthy. They have like a bad ear, good ear in rotation. So this is the
But they didn't
good ear rotation.
They didn't get anybody. They just lost
They got
players.
Kittle. Kittle's coming back. Extended him.
Kittle's old.
George Kittle's a
love
beast.
Kittle, though.
Kittle was a beast.
But I would say Bills and then Texans 2 most likely to win. their
Okay.
divisions. Chiefs 3rd.
They won like $1 million in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
They still will. I'm not saying that they won't. I'm
I'll
just saying
say-
most likely.
I'm saying Bills and Chiefs equally likely. They'll both win. So why don't we do this, Alex? Let's drop that half and half. I know we talked about it. Give the room a little bit of a boost here. See what these guys want to tackle. Get those orders moving here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. And at the current moment, as we drop the half and half, we essentially have more than half the series are brand new. So the diamond helmets are brand new. All the headliners left. The baseball has all the headliners left except for the Gibson jersey. And then the mini helmets have all the headliners left. And here's the half and half. This is a black and blue half and half. Just to clarify, black and blue, the one series with slight imperfections, but it's a 30-box series, 15 speed flexes, and 15 other authentics. Now, what I particularly love about this series is we have some stuff we have either never seen in the break room or extremely rarely seen in the break room. For example, Matthew Stafford Speed Flex. This might be like our second Matthew Stafford Speed Flex in break room history. It's an extremely rare autograph. One of the best quarterbacks of all time, future Hall of Famer, the ripped Ram Speed Flex. That is an extremely rare autograph, guys. Ram fans, by the way, in the double, Matthew Stafford, Devontae Adams, 1 spot, 2 wins. We also have, for the first time in break room history, Alex, a Russell Wilson Giants Speed Flex.
Ooh.
How about that? And we have his number 1 receiver, Malik Neighbors, on the chrome. That is very, very cool. Double up in the East there. And I think Russell Wilson, I also think, it almost feels weird to say this, Alex, because he's not prime Russell Wilson, but he has been, in my opinion, disrespected in the league.
Yeah.
I still think he is worst case an average starting quarterback, if not better. You know, if I was picking 16 guys to start my team right now, not talking about the future, he's top 16 quarterback in the league. The Giants quarterback room has been bottom 3 in the league, arguably the last 7-8 years. So Malik Neighbors with that lollipop deep ball, he'll benefit from Russell Wilson. No doubt about that. NFC East is loaded, by the way. Saquon Barkley, Chrome Speed Flex. Josh Allen was the MVP last year. Quarterback is the most valuable position. I would have voted for Josh Allen personally. But the best player last year was Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
He was the best player in the league, the best running back. Incredible helmet there, Saquon. Romo and Stafford fires, says Ty Percival. Yeah, the Romo Rip Speed Flex still available. The Sauce Gardner Cincinnati and Jets Rip Speed Flex. The Steve Young Speed Flex, best lefty quarterback. NFC West, guys. Adams, Stafford, Steve Young. Can get all 3 of those in the triple we're doing, Alex, right?
Yeah.
So single, double, and triple, trying something different with the triple. We can always take it down. We can put the quad up if you guys want. But there is 4 NFC West headliners. Got that sick Marshall Faulk as well on that custom Ram Speed Flex. Still got the Bo Jackson out there in the AFC West. One of the best athletes ever. We got the Trevor Lawrence on that Clemson Authentic. Ray Lewis Speed Flex, the GOAT. Linebacker, him and Lawrence Taylor. Brett Favre Hydro Speed Flex. That thing is sick. And then Mike Evans for the Bucs Speed Flex. So 30 boxes, 15 are authentic helmets. Technically, it's 30 authentics, but 15 non-Speed Flex authentic and 15 Speed Flexes.
Yeah. I just updated those names. I think it was just from an old one.
Okay, sounds good. So let me refresh there. Say there's no Jim Brown. There we go.
No,
Here's
yeah.
the updated names available in this series. So 30 boxes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 photo headliners in 30 boxes in this series. It's almost a 50% chance at a photo headliner. It's a 50% chance at a Speed Flex. Now, the half and half, normally around $140 something, Alex. For the single, this one's $121 because they are black and blues. If you guys watched our show the last few days, you guys noticed something very significant. That is, Alex, that the black and blue helmets are generally almost perfect.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about the slightest, teeniest of scratches, so minor, you can barely notice. So want to get that half and half cooking. Personally, if I'm a customer, I think to myself, I want to win something I don't get a chance to win often. You know, Brady, Mahomes, Allen, these are guys we get in the break room. Matthew Stafford, I don't care if it's black and blue. Right now, my favorite item in the break room is the Matthew Stafford Speed Flex.
I think he's the most underrated quarterback in football.
I agree. We're talking about, off-angle throws. We're talking about, great arms. And even we didn't mention Stafford because
No.
a lot of the stuff Mahomes and Rodgers and Allen do, Matthew Stafford did it before them.
And it's not like the guy doesn't have a Super Bowl. As
He's
soon
got
as
a
he
Super
left
Bowl.
that, the sorry franchise of the Lions, now they're good. But when he was there, they were a sorry franchise. As soon as he left, he won.
I saw something on social media yesterday, Alex. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I like Jared Goff. Jared Goff is a very good quarterback. But I will agree with what I saw on social media. What it said is that the Lions had Matthew Stafford. They failed to get him a team all those years. They got rid of Matthew Stafford, and they got a good team, and they're Matthew Stafford away from winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because, I mean, like, Goff is
Very good
very
still.
good.
Above average.
I think Stafford is borderline great. I mean, if he's healthy, he's in the top 5 to 7 quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
And him with Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, by the way, speaking of new helmets in the break room, boy, when I made that statement, my hot take, Rams make the Super Bowl this year.
Look at that.
I wasn't even thinking we'd have more Rams in here.
Got a
So
lot.
it works
They're
out
good.
perfectly.
They're good.
They're very good.
Kyron Williams has been one of the better running backs since he's been in
Yeah.
the league. Got over 1,000 yards. Was top 5 in touchdowns.
I mean, a lot of our customers, like, the Craig Crenshaws of the world, the big dogs, a lot of them do not have a Matthew Stafford on their PC.
No.
And it's because he's a rare auto. That is the lid of the moment right now. Matthew Stafford Speed Flex. Who wants it, guys? One of my favorite Matthew Stafford moments it's one of my favorite football moments. I believe his rookie year, gets absolutely hammered when he's on the Lions. He's on the sideline. He could barely walk, like probably a broken rib or something. And he says, I'm good. Put me back in the game. And he delivers the game-winning touchdown, Matthew Stafford. I mean, this dude is one tough son of a gun, Mr. Stafford. And, me personally, Alex, I was in the camp that Matthew Stafford should be a Hall of Famer even without the Super Bowl. Because I think the Super Bowl it was kind of like Dusty Baker in baseball. Yeah. Dusty Baker was a Hall of Fame manager. He should make the Hall of Fame. He was just missing that one thing. He got his championship. Stafford got his as well. So that's an awesome, awesome lid. Worth a bunch of money, of course. The less often a guy signs an autograph, the more they're worth when it comes to autograph value. So let's get after that half and half. Let's see Mr. Stafford this show. Let me add this to the ticker too, by the way. Half and half. That graphic is so perfect.
Oh.
Are you a coffee guy?
Yeah.
You are, because you are a coffee guy.
And then, let's say, last 3 years.
I was going to say, I thought you were about to say the last 3 weeks, Rip turned you into coffee. I wasn't sure. He's got a lot of heart. Reminds me of Romo this time. We'll get them both in there. Number 9s, Romo and Stafford. I'm seeing 9s in the break room tonight. Matthew Stafford, high school ball in Texas.
You know he played with Clayton Kershaw.
He did, yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
One, ESPN graphic, they always put it.
Uh-huh. No, I did know that. Just like Todd Helton was Peyton Manning's backup at Tennessee.
There you go.
So, got a 2-year contract extension with the Rams, Matthew Stafford, by the way, which was a good move for them.
Turned down more money from other teams.
A lot of Giant fans wanted him. I don't blame them, right? I don't blame them. So this is a stat. It's just one stat. It's not everything. But you know me, I'm a stat nerd, Alex. Where would you put, just guess, I have it up for the customers, but just for you, where do you think Matthew Stafford ranks on the most passing yards per game list all time?
Per game?
Yes.
5.
6.
Ah, that was gonna say
6.
too.
He's right behind Peyton Manning, who's in the break room.
Go.
So Manning 5 in the diamond, Stafford 6 in the half and a half. It's Mahomes, Breeze, Burrow, Andrew Luck, then Peyton Manning, then Matthew Stafford, rounding out the top 6. So just one stat. I'm not saying it's everything, but Matthew Stafford has been an absolute beast for many years. I mean, look at this. 5,000 plus yards, 4, 9, 6, 7, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had 7 straight 4,000 yard seasons, 8, 9. got 9 total in his career, Alex. And he was also 3.965, and he missed the game in 2023. You know, us Bear fans here, we've never had a 4,000-yard passer, and Matthew Stafford has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 4,000-yard seasons. 9 of them. That is absolutely bonkers. So, when I get that Stafford, look at 41 touchdowns in 2021, man. Led the league that year.
He's been the quarterback of the 2 greatest receiver seasons of all time.
Calvin Johnson and Cooper Kupp.
That's right.
Yeah. 41 touchdown passes twice in a season, by the way. 2011. So, looking forward to seeing Stafford in the break room tonight. Brand new series in the half and half, guys. Get those spots. Let's rock. Let's roll. I mean, is that your best helmet in the room, Alex, or what else?
Oh,
what do
yeah,
you think?
I would agree 100%. We never get to see Matthew Stafford in this break room. I've seen him on some licensed jerseys. I know it's the black and blue, but that's a custom speed flex.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's a fire lid right there for the Rams. Ram fans will be coming out. You know, once the Ram fans get wind of this, things will change here. And once we get a couple spots taken, Alex, this break will obviously move. No doubt about that. Matthew Stafford. So do you think Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, is there going to be like sort of fighting for the number 1 receiver?
No.
Or is it definitely going to be Puka's 1, Adams is 2?
I just think they're 1A, 1B. It
Okay.
depends on the matchup, depends on who they're playing against and what's needed. I mean, we've already seen Puka flourish with Cooper Kupp.
Well, that's my thing. I was going to say, Puka's not going to be an issue. Do you think Adams gets upset if Puka gets more balls?
I think
Or
as long as the Rams are winning, I don't think Adams will care.
Okay.
It's different when you're on the Jets and you're losing and you're not getting the ball.
Yeah, or the
combo-
Raiders.
Or the Raiders. But when you're on the Rams and let's say the one game you're not getting the ball, your team's up by 2 touchdowns, I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's like A.J. Brown this last year. His stats suffered a little bit more than normal.
Yeah.
But the Eagles kept winning, and he's like, I'm good. I'll keep reading my book.
Because that guy Saquon.
Yeah.
So what's the next to break, Kramer? What's up, Ronnie? My best friend is in the chat.
Could do the baseball break, 6 to go. Just had Bradley get in there.
Yeah, I would say the half and half is the best one because it is 50% speed flexes, all headliners out there. But, the baseball break also is really good. Ronnie, do you have a Manny Machado? Ronnie's a Padre guy.
Oh, yeah.
Manny Machado, one of the best third basemen in the game. Beautiful things in the room right now, like always. Thank you, Ronnie.
Ronnie gets it.
And what's great is that they're pretty much all available. So everything is available in the baseball except for the Gibson jersey. Everything's available in the half and half.
The most beautiful thing in the room right now is Ronnie and Slacco.
Ooh, I was going to say Alex Tellez, but I guess it's Ronnie. Here's the diamonds, all the headliners available, all authentics in here. That half and half is all authentics as well. So I like when Ronnie comes in here and it's like we have sarcastic Ronnie and we have nice Ronnie.
Yeah.
As much as I like sarcastic Ronnie, nice Ronnie is a nice touch. Anyone want to get in the half and half, says Stephen Remick?
If you get in, they will come.
Steven, as soon as one person gets in, everybody else is going to follow. The vault is the chase. The vault is the chase tonight. But you make the first move, Steven, everyone will follow. Same thing happened last night. Dom and I are sitting here in the QB room. Took about 30 minutes to do the first break last night. 2 hours later, all 20 boxes gone. So it's all about the first move, and the rest will happen with ease, Steven. I know Stevens likes that Romo in there, right? He's a Cowboy fan. He wants Tony Romo. Personally, Alex, one thing I will not stand for is Tony Romo slander. I love Tony Romo on TV. I think he's very, very smart. He knows his stuff. I'm not even a Jim Nantz guy necessarily. In my opinion, he's my favorite color guy in the NFL, Tony Romo.
My favorite is actually the other Cowboys.
Who's that? Oh, Aikman?
Aikman.
Okay.
I like Aikman a little more than Romo.
Okay. Well, I'm a Romo guy. Romo knows his stuff, brings good energy. Definitely a fan of listening to Tony Romo. Maybe it's because they put him on all the Chief games. I'm so used to Romo.
Yeah, he is the CBS guy.
So-
Actually, my bad. My favorite is actually Greg Olson.
Greg Olson is good too. That's what's up, Common, says Ty. That's right. I'll say the same thing about Tony Romo's playing career. I will not stand for Tony Romo slander. This guy is one of the most underrated players of the last generation. He was a terrific quarterback. Same thing happened to him that's happened to Dak Prescott. The Dallas Cowboys team is not good enough. It is not always the quarterback's fault, guys.
No.
Tony Romo was up there in passer rating, really good passer, good runner. He is a terrific quarterback for sure. So Great Man Common says, Steven, that's what's up. Common says, Ty. These guys are Cowboy fans. Are they in? Do they want that Romo today?
Not yet.
I mean, even if there's a slight imperfection on it, as a Cowboy fan, that's a PC item. You're not trading that thing. You're going to keep it.
Yeah.
So I want to get that Tony Romo helmet here in the break room today in the B&B. Black and blue, half and half. Yeah, Prescott is dealing with the same. It's almost like if you're the quarterback of a big-name organization, I hate to say it, but unfortunately, Alex, it comes with the territory. Because this is the honest truth when it comes to quarterbacks. When you win, the quarterback will get even more credit than he deserves.
Yep.
When you lose, the quarterback will get even more blame than it deserves.
That's how it goes.
Football, in many ways, is the ultimate team sport. We got, 11 guys on offense, 11 on defense, 11 on special teams. That's not counting the guys that are coming in and out. For pass rushers, the kicker, the punter, the kick returner, the punt returner. I mean, there is so much that goes into winning football games. But when it's all said and done at the end, who do we always focus on? The quarterback and the coach.
Yep.
That's the way it is, man. So, like Prescott said, go ahead and jump ship. I don't know. The Dallas Cowboy fans, there's Cowboy fans out there, Alex. And I can't believe this personally, having watched them play against Mizzou. There's Dallas Cowboy fans that want Joe Milton as the starting quarterback over Dak Prescott.
Ooh.
That's an actual thing.
Joe Milton has all the talent in the world, but
yeah,
it doesn't matter if you're throwing a 5-yard slant 10 yards over his head. He's got a rocket arm, but it doesn't always go to where it's supposed to go. We've seen it with Anthony Richardson right now.
Agreed. Sometimes, I mean,
they're very fun to watch when they're right, but when they're bad, they're bad.
They're bad. They're very bad. One thing about Jerry Jones, a lot of talk about Jerry Jones, this, Jerry Jones, that. He should, give some power to other people. For the most part, I agree with all that. One thing that I love about Jerry Jones, though, is his love for Tony Romo.
He's very loyal to the players he drafts.
Yes.
He'll give contract extensions to people you might not think deserve them.
Yeah.
He
Loyalty.
Loyalty. He's big on it.
Yeah.
He's kind of proven it. He gave Dak his contract. He gave CeeDee his contract. Michael will get his at some point.
Yeah.
He just needs to do it a little sooner.
Yeah. So you get for a little less money.
Exactly.
You got to do it sooner.
Yeah.
Like the Lamar Jackson thing or the Jamar Chase thing or
same thing with his
Dak thing.
Same thing with his coaches. Normally, he holds on to him too long. Like Jason Garrett probably held on to him too long. Mike McCarthy, I think he probably actually should have held on to him a little longer.
Yeah. I don't want him to start. I want him to learn. Okay, there you go, Ty.
Do you know what team was well coached? When Dak Prescott went down, obviously they suffered for a few weeks. But they turned it around towards the end of the season. We're playing some good football.
Yeah.
That's because of Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy's a good coach. I do agree with that. Some orders coming in. Did someone make the first leap? Not in the half and half.
Not half and half. Into the vault double.
Bradley is in the baseball break, the double play.
It's Perry Holland, or also known as Dylan Green.
What's up, Dylan Green?
Whichever one you go by.
Vault double. Is that 5 to go, Dom? Or Alex here, 5 to go?
6 in the double.
6 to go in the double, 6 to go in the single in the vault. That is our Chase wheel spin. Giant fans double up. Lawrence Taylor and Phil Simms in that break. So what do you guys want to break? I'll put this in the chat. What would you guys like to break? I got plenty of options. You guys make the call, and we will gladly break whatever you wonderful folks want to break here this afternoon. We're not lacking for options, for sure. Obviously, that half and half and that diamond, all the headliners left, a little bit higher price point. Do need some big dogs. But for the guys that maybe don't want to spend, don't want to get the best stuff, they want to get the boxed wine instead of the fine wine, Alex, got some good boxed wine options. The Practice Squad, $49 a spot. you can land a full-size authentic Mike Evans, a licensed jersey Bo Jackson. The baseball break. Baseball is 52 a spot. Get a jersey, a licensed Nolan Ryan jersey. The strikeout king himself, Robin Ventura, is staying away from Nolan Ryan, that's for sure. I figured something out, Alex. Let me ask you this. You're a White Sox fan. I mean, I am too. I like both teams, really. Can we think of a White Sox brawl that the White Sox player won in? Because I think of Ventura, I think of, with the Jose Ramirez in here, I think of Tim Anderson.
Does AJ technically win because he got punched in the face, but he was fine?
Against Michael Barrett.
Yeah. Does that one count? I know,
Did he punch back?
I got to watch it back.
Yeah.
But I know he got punched and he kind of laughed at him.
I was going to say the White Sox don't usually win the fights.
They don't win at anything.
So they're better than the Rockies, though.
That's the one thing. Yeah.
They are better than the Rockies.
Yeah.
So Nolan Ryan available on that Ranger jersey. Most career strikeouts, part of baseball history. Acuna Jr., only guy with 40 home runs and 70 steals in baseball. I think we almost forgot about him. With how good Ohtani and Judge are, I think we forgot about how good Acuna is when he's healthy. This guy's an absolute stud. Miguel Cabrera, one of the best hitters of all time. Miggy on that beautiful Tiger jersey. Everything is left in here, guys, except for the Gibson jersey. Vlad Sr., Mike Piazza. Got some good options in the double play baseball. So that's a little bit lower price point. Obviously, the best stuff is the black and blue. It's 50% speed flexes, the most expensive names, the best helmets, the Rip Stafford, the Hydro Favre. I guess if the Stafford's the best helmet, what's the second best helmet of this series? That Russell Wilson looks insane.
The Russell Wilson's really cool. The Marshall Faulk, because you can pair it up.
Yeah.
The Malik Neighbors is nice. The Brett Favre.
What's the inscription?
I guess we got to pull it and
see. I guess we got to pull it and see, yeah. So there's an inscription there on that Malik Neighbors. NFC East, Wilson, Neighbors. You can get a double up there. Romo, triple up in the triple. Falk, Stafford, Adams in the NFC West, potentially. We got Saquon, too, the NFC East. So there's a lot of options here to double up. I'd play the double or the triple, right?
Yeah.
Steve Young in the West as well. So got some awesome lids in here.
Yeah.
The Sauce Gardner's cool. The Cincinnati Bearcat Rip Speed Flex. All about the sauce. So options galore, guys, on that break page. Just a matter of where you want to head on this awesome Wednesday afternoon. Looking forward to a fun sports day today, Alex. Obviously,
more NBA games.
We got Champions League soccer coming up here this afternoon. Oh, here's the news on Curry, by the way. I just went to ESPN.
What's that saying?
Out at least a week with his first hamstring strain. So that'd be what? Out to be at least through game 4. So game 5,
I would say
6, and 7.
the hope is you try and at least win one more game over
And
the
go
next 3.
2-2.
Go 2-2, and then you get Curry back and best of 3. If you can win 2, that's great, and then you can hold him out a little longer. But you want to win
Warriors
at least
in
one.
7. 2-2. I like that scenario, Alex. And Curry comes back, they win in 7 games.
Yeah.
That defense for the Warriors is amazing.
I honestly think we might get 3 Game 7s.
I hope
out of the 4 series. And the one surprisingly might not be the Cavs-Pacers. The Pacers might wrap that up in 5 or 6.
The Cavs have too many injuries.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue there.
And the Pacers are solid. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Tyrese Halliburton out there, Clutch-a-Burton as they call him.
It was very fun, but very hurtful to watch because I did have a bet with the Cavs winning. So it was a tough but fun watch at the same time.
I'm still sour about the Bucks game personally. That comeback against the Bucks,
They
still
did
a little
it the
sour.
same way. The
exact same way.
7 up, down 7 with under a minute.
So, a lot of stuff going on in the sports world, guys. Let us know if you have any bets going on today. Anything you want to get into as far as the breaks, of course.
Yeah, I mean, two America's teams, right?
Right?
Making a trade today with the George Pickens and the going to the Cowboys.
Gabe Davis getting released.
Yeah, he hasn't really done anything since he caught that touchdown.
Making more money than Saquon.
Yeah, that's what I guess he's been doing that.
Saquon Barkley and that half and half guys.
Maybe we'll go back to the Bills. Since all the fans think they need a receiver.
right? Tyrod Taylor is Justin Fields' backup, one of the highlights on ESPN.
I think he's supporting him.
Okay, so the more you know.
Yeah.
The more you know. So, guys, let's support that break page. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I think it's just a matter of knocking off a few spots in that half and half. Let's do the half and half single. Let's do that, Alex. It is 111. I'll drop this link in. It is 121 a spot. As soon as the person gets into that half and half, that break will get rolling. I'll offer up something fun. I'll call it the Secret Chase Wheel Spin. I love the Ultimate Autograph secret menu. We got a half and half done. For every half and half we do this show, we'll spin the wheel for you guys. If it's a double, I'll offer double the wheel spin.
Oh.
That is for any half and half done just this show. So you guys make those moves. As soon as this gets to like 6 spots, 5 spots, it will go in the half and half. Just got to make the first move. I think Steven, for example, Ty, these guys are out there lurking. Tony Romo fans, got to make the first move. I also want to get this mini break done.
Yeah.
4 to go in the mini break. It's
Brand
a
new
brand new series. All the headliners left. Obviously, a little bit lower price point. Here's that mini break. I mean, look, $50. You got a Dickerson and a Moon in the NFC West. $50. Devontae Smith, Lawrence Taylor. $50. AJ Brown, Lawrence Taylor. $50. Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. $50. Troy Polamalu and Ray Lewis. So this actually, I think, is probably our best bet at happening this show, given that it's 4 to go. But the vault is the wheel spin as well. The baseball 6 to go. So those are all possibilities here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. So not as many as usual, but 22 people watching. I would argue, Alex, is plenty to get these breaks done.
Without a doubt.
Plenty to get these breaks done here.
Plenty of heat out there, too. I mean, we've only done 1 diamond box. It was the Defensive Player of the Year as a filler. That's how good the diamonds are.
Yeah, this is the best names in football right now. Josh Allen, the best quarterback, him and Mahomes. Justin Jefferson, the best receiver. Aiden Hutchinson, the best pass rusher. Terry McLaurin, top 5 to 10 receiver, somewhere in that range. Micah Parsons, top 5 pass rusher. A lot of goodies in here.
Can win any one of those for under $100.
You know what would have been fun, Alex? Had Peyton Manning and Marshall Faulk played longer together.
Oh, yeah.
I know Edgerrin James was really good. I'm not saying he wasn't. I know Joseph Adai was solid.
Yeah.
But I think with all the passing Manning can do, think about how many passes he could have thrown to Marshall Faulk.
Would have been awesome.
I mean, even like Marshall, I mean, Kurt Warner was great too, but like Peyton Manning and Marshall Faulk together for, 5-6 years in their prime.
Would have been their own version of the Greatest Show on Turf.
Exactly right. That's good. The Colts' Greatest Show on Turf.
Yeah.
The Colts kind of were a Greatest Show on Turf.
Yeah.
Though. Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison.
Edgerrin James,
I think
Dallas Clark.
The Rams stole the nickname.
They did.
They stole the nickname.
And they won a Super Bowl first.
Yeah. And the Colts did get one eventually, for sure. I actually kind of regret that personally. As a Manning fan, he didn't win more Super Bowls with the Colts.
Yeah.
Got an order coming in. What is that? Michael Convey?
Convey getting into the minis, which is going to happen at some point. He got into the baseball break, which could also happen. And he got in that half and half single.
Thank you, Michael.
That's what he does.
7 to go in the half and half single, which is perfect for you, by the way, Michael. Michael is a diehard Giants fan. We got Russell Wilson. We got Malik Neighbors on those Giants helmets. So they just got to get offensive line help in New York. I would say that's the big issue. But I think if Malik Neighbors finished 7th in receiving yards last year with my boy Drew Lock,
Yeah.
Tommy DeVito, and Daniel Jones throwing him the ball.
If Jameis Winston is a starter for every single game, he'll be the number 1 receiver in football.
Say number I was going to go top 5 in receiving
He'll
yards.
lead the league in receiving yards if Jameis is the quarterback. Because Jameis will give him about 15 to 20 targets a game.
It won't be Jameis, though. It'll be Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, though, will go hard at him as well. I'm thinking about guys who could finish ahead of Malik Neighbors in receiving yards. I mean, obviously, Chase and Jefferson, but very possible he could be 3 or 4 in receiving yards this year. I mean, all the talk about Marvin Harrison Jr., I think we witnessed it last year. The best receiver in last year's draft was Malik Neighbors.
I could argue it's actually a secondary headliner in the Diamonds. It's Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian Thomas Jr.
He put up more yards than him.
Neighbors' his teammate.
Yeah. Just draft an LSU receiver. That's what I was saying yesterday.
Jefferson and Jefferson, Chase, Neighbors, and Thomas.
Yeah.
Arguably 4 top 10 receivers in the NFL.
Yeah, in order. It went Chase, most receiving yards, Jefferson, and then Brian Thomas Jr.
It's not bad. So here's the numbers for receiving yards
I
last
think
year.
Neighbors was like 6 or 7, but he also missed a game or 2.
Drake London snuck in there.
Yeah. USC.
snuck in.
It went LSU, then USC.
That is crazy. Brian Thomas. I mean, I knew this because
Yeah.
I studied these stats, but 3rd in receiving yards
Only
last year.
87 catches, too.
Oh, 14.7 a pop.
Yeah. Really good.
Which is really, really good. Allen's got to get Coleman the ball more. 19.2 a pop. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. So
No.
a lot of these best receivers, Justin Jefferson available in the Diamonds, Brian Thomas, secondary headliner in the Diamonds, Malik Neighbors in that black and blue. I mean, Lamb was only here 8th because he only played 15 games.
As I said, look at Jerry Judy because of Jameis.
Look at Lad McConkey, number 10.
Very good.
Available in the Diamonds, Lad
and-
McConkey.
Him and his teammate right next to each other.
So
Him and his
there you
Georgia
go. Yeah,
teammate.
Brock Bowers. So a pretty good list there. Even like Devontae Adams and A.J. Brown. Like you go receiving yards per game, A.J. Brown was still, what is this, 5th in the league. Malik Neighbors 7th in the league, 82 yards a game. I mean, Devontae Adams 10th. I'm telling you, this guy's got some left in the tank,
he does.
Devontae
He does.
Adams.
Now he's on a winning team with a better quarterback. We'll see.
Rashi Rice up here. Let's go, Rashi. Look for a big year from him as well. So
We get all those guys.
all those guys, top dogs out there. Everything left in this series, guys. The half and half. I think the mini break, though, is going to happen this show.
Yeah.
Mini break will happen. 3 spots to go. Let's get that mini done first. Mini break and then maybe a baseball break. 5 to go and then maybe a half and half will make a push for it. 7 to go. We get this to like 5 to go in the next like 10 minutes. I would say this break is going down, Alex.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying it is going down. So 22 of you guys watching. What do you guys think? Who's going to join Michael? Who's going to get these awesome, awesome breaks here at Ultimate Autographs?
Yeah, I mean, we're loaded in everything right now.
So,
That college series is fun. We get to bring out the lottery machine over here.
yeah, 6 lottery balls.
6 lottery balls left. So you're either getting a full-size helmet regardless out of everything, or you're getting a headliner or a lottery ball.
Okay.
Maybe even both.
Do you have your hot take, Alex? You never made one, did you? My hot take, the Rams led by Matthew Stafford and Devontae Adams in this awesome half and half will make the Super Bowl this year. That's my hot take.
I
today.
gave like kind of one that I just kind of threw out there with the 3 AFC West teams winning a playoff game.
Oh, that's a hot take. Yeah.
But
all winning a playoff game.
all winning one playoff game each. Unless they play
Okay.
each other, then that ruins that. Because that's a possibility.
No, that counts. That's definitely a hot take.
Let's go. The NBA champion this year will not be. Oh, no. I thought the Celtics were a 1 seed this year. They weren't. I was going to say is not a 1 seed.
You know, I have Warriors over Celtics in my finals. That's my finals prediction before the playoffs started. Although this Curry injury, if it's serious, obviously I would rethink things. But that was my finals prediction.
Nikola Jokic will win his 2nd championship.
Okay, I like it. I have my pre-playoff prediction: Warriors Nuggets Western Conference Finals.
Oh, wait. I'll go with this. If OKC loses to the Nuggets in this series, they will trade for Giannis or KD.
Okay.
If they do not make this Western Conference Finals, they'll make a big trade in the offseason. They'll land Giannis or KD. They got the ammo.
Problem with KD is he always gets injured. Giannis is the one to get. I mean, Durant is really, really good still, but he's always injured.
Well, they can give up less and get Durant.
Yeah.
And you don't have to, give up as much, and you still have pretty much your whole team. Or
So Durant back in OKC,
yeah,
full circle.
get it back, get it done.
Ooh,
that would be fun.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Because if you're trading for Giannis, you might have to give up Jalen Williams and Chet.
I gotcha.
And I would do that in a heartbeat.
Chet needs to make a free throw.
Yeah.
That did not help.
No.
So, guys, what do you think? What do you guys think in the chat? What are you guys thinking as far as hot takes on this Wednesday? And more importantly, what are you guys thinking as far as breaks in the break room? I got a question for you, Alex. We're talking plenty about Stafford in this series.
Yep.
We got this beautiful Eagles Chrome Flex.
That's nice, too.
Saquon Barkley. Most rushing yards ever if you count the regular season and postseason. There's a crazy streak out there in the NFC East where we've had a different division winner for, I can't remember the number. You might look it up. It's like been roughly 20 years or something. Does that streak get broken? Did the Eagles finally have back-to-back NFC East titles? Is it 21?
It was the Eagles. It's been about 21 years.
21 years.
Yeah, they won it from 01 to 04.
So since 05 to now,
Yeah.
we've had a different
20
NFC East winner. The Eagles, I would say pretty heavy favorites to win the East this year. Will they do it? NFC East, Eagles versus the field.
The Commanders are so good.
They are really good.
I want to say yes, but I'm not confident in it.
Okay.
It's like 60-40.
I would agree with that.
Because Jalen Hurts does tend to, get banged up a game or two. Not that Jaden Daniels can't get banged up, but that tends to happen. Super Bowl hangover.
Who's their backup now that Pickett's gone?
They traded for someone, I think.
I'm trying to remember who their back. I mean, not that Pickett was a good option to
No,
begin
they
with.
did. They did trade for
Who was
someone.
that kid that played last year when Pickett got hurt too? I'm blanking on his name.
Oh, they drafted Kyle McCord.
Okay.
But DTR, they traded for with Kenny Pickett, and then it's Tanner McKee came in.
Okay.
He came in after Pickett.
Yeah,
they all balled out.
they don't have a backup, Alex.
No.
So
But they got their whole offensive line back.
which
so that's
will help
really
them
nice.
stay healthy.
The defense is still good. They lose one big pass rusher in Josh Sweat, but
Mm-hmm.
the defense is still really good.
I'm going to say the Eagles do repeat NFC East champs. I'm like you. I'm about 60-40. It's not a shoo-in. I think, obviously, Washington's very talented. I do think Dallas will have a really good year as well. The Giants, obviously, I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs, but the Giants will be better.
They'll
I think
be better.
Every team in that division
Will be better.
is getting better on paper. But I would say Saquon Barkley, with that defense, with that quarterback, with that offensive line, this dude alone will definitely carry them and get them that NFC East championship. I'm curious to see what happens if Saquon can get that record this year because, only question mark with him is injuries.
Yeah, they also have a new offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, now coaching the Saints.
Does that hurt them, having a new OC?
I mean, it hasn't hurt Jalen Hurts in his career so far. I think he's had a different OC every year of his career.
So
we'll see.
Prescott and his wall of Tylers. Is that a headliner package, Alex?
It is a headliner package because Danny Baldino is part of the SIG Club.
All right, Danny, you're a GOAT. Let us know
He's a GOAT.
if you want to have us open that headliner package right now, Daniel. Are you out there, Mr. Baldino? Yeah. I mean, I think NFC Championship, Saquon Barkley versus Matthew Stafford. That's what I'm looking at this year.
Yeah,
could be a lot of fun.
As long as the seeding times out right. I do think the NFC North, each team will have a couple more losses than last year.
So how will they meet in the NFC Championship? Best path is if
Well,
the Eagles are a 1 and
seed,
Rams are a 2.
Rams are 2. 2 or 3,
Okay.
which I think should be the case.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Daniel, you're out there, Mr. Baldino. Yes, you can open it now. Sounds good. Alex will get a headliner package for you. Danny, I believe, is a Packer fan. We got the most famous Packer of all time, the most beloved Packer, Brett Favre, on that beautiful Hydro Speed Flex in the black and blue half and half series. So, Danny, come and get that Brett Favre, my man. Come and get him while you still can. Brett Favre. Mr. Favre. I'd be in that break for sure. No doubt about that. Beautiful, beautiful Hydro Speed Flex for Mr. Favre. So your headliner package is coming up, good sir. Your headliner package is coming up.
I gotta join the SIG Club.
Yeah, if you're not part of the Signature Club, make sure you're signed up. You get bonus free stuff as we go here. So we got one mini, one jersey, one rep, one authentic. Guys, it is 1:26. We don't have a chase wheel spin. We'll go to about 2 o'clock. If we're not hopping too much, we might hop off a little bit earlier, but looking to go to about 2 o'clock, hopefully here. So get those orders going the next 20 to 30 minutes or so. Let's definitely get that mini break done. 3 spots left. I want ahead of the show. All due respect to Patrick Surtain II, I think we can do it, Alex.
Oh, I agree.
Look at this. We got a jersey inside a jersey box. How about that?
Beautiful.
I like that. I like that. All right, we'll start with the jersey, then we'll do the mini, then the rep, then the authentic. Good luck, guys. Oh, let's go. Let's go. You ready, Alex?
I'm ready.
It's only 1:27.
Oh, no.
We're getting started,
Oh,
baby.
boy.
It's a mooning.
Oh,
In
man.
your face, Danny Maldino. I'm going to moon you, and you're going to like it.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Danny.
The Pro Football Hall of Famer, Warren Moon, the first black quarterback to be inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Also, Canadian Football League Hall of Famer, 5-time Grey Cup MVP, 5-time Grey Cup champion, couple Grey Cup MVPs. Awesome jersey right there. Warren Moon for the Seahawks.
Also a super nice guy, giving Cam Ward his number.
Right? That was classy. Never too soon for a mooning. That's right, Danny. You take your moonings at, 1 in the afternoon or 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
There's no bad time for a mooning, man. I love this jersey. It's the retro Seahawk jersey. Very, very clean colors. What's great about Warren Moon is, look, Washington Huskies, Edmonton Eskimos, the Seahawks, the Oilers, the Vikings, the Chiefs. Not a system quarterback, just a really good quarterback, period, Warren Moon.
I think he even played for the Packers.
He played everywhere.
I think we had him on a Packers jersey.
We did?
I think so.
I don't know if I saw that, but okay.
Maybe it's not out yet still.
Okay. So,
No, he didn't play for the Packers. It looked like a Packers jersey from what I remember. That'll be interesting.
I can't wait to see it then. It's like I don't remember him playing for the Packers, but, this guy's just an absolute beast. Kind of, a trendsetter. Talk about Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, the first black quarterback inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, a guy ahead of his time. Like lunar eclipses? I see the only Warren Moon helmets. Bob says lunar eclipses. Get it? Because we're talking about moons here. I see what you did there, Bob. Is Bob in that half and half? Get that Malik Neighbors. What is that?
See, doesn't that look like a Packers jersey?
But what is it then?
I don't know.
Is it an Edmonton Eskimo jersey?
It might be. Is that their colors?
I think so. I'm not 100%.
It is green and yellow, though.
Okay. Is that his autograph on there?
Yeah.
It's got to be Edmonton Eskimos, which I'm guessing is going to go to the Houston Oilers, right? Okay. That'll be fun. I don't think they're a team anymore. So we got an Edmonton Eskimos Warren Moon jersey coming up.
Coming up soon.
That's the next jersey series?
It is the next one.
All right. That's something to look forward to,
that?
guys. Let's get those jerseys closed up.
I just thought it was a Packers jersey when I saw it.
No, yeah, that's Edmonton Eskimos.
And then I was like, I'm sure he played for the Packers. He played for
He played
everyone.
for everybody. All right, the second box coming up here, the mini helmet portion of the headliner packages. You don't like a neighbor's auto? How about Russell Wilson's auto, Bob? Where does Bob land on Russell Wilson? I got that beautiful Russell Wilson helmet and that new half and half. Where do you land on Russell Wilson, Bob?
I don't think it's one of those things that, like, Giants fans are like, like their future's Jackson Dart.
That helmet is clean.
It is a really cool helmet.
I'm not a Jackson Dart fan personally.
No, neither am I.
But we'll see what happens there with the Giants. I do think Russell Wilson is going to start most, if not all, the games this year at least.
I am a Brian Dable guy. I do think he knows quarterbacks.
So we'll see.
Trust in him, but not a huge Jackson Dart.
No. Going on potential there.
Yeah.
Here's an absolute beast. Troy Polamalu
on
the Steeler Mini. We're talking about one of the best safeties of all time. former Defensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl champion, pro and a college football Hall of Famer. I always say it, Alex, my generation, best safeties I've seen, Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, Brian Dawkins.
Yep.
That's it. So awesome hit right there for Daniel Baldino. Dart will only play next year in mop-up roles. He's third string in 2025, says Bob. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's a good spot to learn from Russell Wilson. But, sometimes for me, I'm a believer in doing, and some guys can do it consistently. Some guys cannot, and we'll find out.
I hope it's going to be Jameis.
Jameis is fun, but it's going to be Russell Wilson. He's consistently, game in, game out,
Average.
the best quarterback on that roster.
Average.
Which is better than Jameis Winston.
Hey, Jameis will get you either awesome or bad.
You just want the fun, Alex.
I do want the fun.
The Giants have had a lot of fun with Daniel Jones and company. They want a little bit of stability in Russell Wilson.
To keep Malik Neighbors happy, you put Jameis Winston out there. You
want to make him
angry,
man.
you put Russell Wilson out there.
Malik will be angry regardless. He's like, give me the ball, baby. Give me the ball. Malik Neighbors also that half and half. Malik Neighbors is the guy that's going to put up numbers with anybody. We saw it last year. Tommy DeVito, Drew Lock, Daniel Jones. It didn't matter.
See, it's the rep box, too.
The rep box? Oh, how about that, Alex? The rep boxes. Ooh, one of my favorite name to say in football 3 times in a row. Can you guess?
Oh.
It just goes in threes. You say it 3 times. One of the famous ESPN announcers, did this. You'll know it when I say it.
Let's see it.
Marshall.
Okay.
It is Marshall Faulk on the Rams Salute to Service replica. Speaking of 3, his career could be described in 3s. 3-time Offensive Player of the Year, and one of 3 guys with 1,000 rush yards and 1,000 receiving yards in the same season. Got a sick Marshall Faulk speed flex in the half and half. You know what I call this, Alex? Foreshadowing.
Yes.
Foreshadowing for Faulk.
Well, just any Rams in that half and half. There's a lot of good ones. If you're a Rams fan, get in there.
Nice job, Mr. Baldino, on the Marshall Faulk. Very, very clean replica helmet here for the Rams. Never played for the LA Rams, actually, but he signs the LA Ram helmets.
Oh.
Marshall Faulk.
Just St. Louis.
Because they were the LA Rams, and they were the St. Louis Rams. Well, he was there, and then they became LA, but by the time they were in LA, he was no longer playing, Marshall Faulk.
They went to LA as soon as they got Sean McVay.
Sounds about right.
Jeff Fisher was still, I remember, Rams. Then I don't remember who was in between, if there was someone in between.
I think Spagnuolo might have coached them
briefly. He did.
The Chiefs
Didn't work out as good for him as...
well, there was problems
coach.
there.
Yeah.
Problems there.
He's a great DC.
I mean, a lot of times, DC and head coach is also different.
Yeah.
Nice lid right there, Daniel Baldino. Marshall. I always say, too, the Rams' offense was a passing offense. Had they ran the ball more, Marshall Faulk would have even better numbers. No doubt about that.
So they went to St. Louis in 95.
Yeah, they left in, I want to say it was like 2017 or 18, maybe?
2016.
2016, okay. So there you go. All right, the authentic coming up here. Authentic portion of the headliner package, guys. Good luck. Mr. Baldino. And guys, get those break spots. I do not want this to be the last box I open during the noon show. I'm definitely assuming 2 mini boxes should happen. Maybe a half and half. We'll find out. Maybe a baseball. Ooh, I love this. This is a absolutely great running back. LaDainian Tomlinson on the Charger Authentic. To this day, the single season rushing touchdown record holder, the former MVP, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Very nice. That's a really good headliner package.
Right? That's a good one. I call that the 2000s headliner package plus Warren Moon.
Yeah.
Polamalu, Marshall Faulk, LaDainian Tomlinson. Those were my childhood guys right there for Mr. Baldino.
Played so long, he might have got a year in 2000. He did.
Of course.
He had 1 year in 2000.
Yeah, just technically a little bit Warren Moon.
Yeah.
So
Throw it in there.
a very, very nice headliner package, guys. I'll drop the live break page link. Get your break spots. But of course, if you are new to this break room, you have to be part of the Signature Club.
Yes.
It is free to join. You log in. You earn bonus free stuff like a headliner package. Here's that link. That's the Sick Club Rewards program. Again, does not cost a penny to join the Sick Club. It is free. Nice, says Danny. Nice indeed. We are working on revamping and improving that Sick Club as well. But obviously, you know, when I first started here, there was no Sick Club. So I always say the customers right now, they got no idea how good they have it.
Oh, yeah.
When this break room, you know, started, I think it started late 2019. I joined in 2021, I think, Alex. But the amount of stuff we've offered the customers, the freebies, you know, the access to all boxes. I mean, so much stuff. Now, you guys got it good. And that Sick Club is definitely an awesome, awesome place to get your spots, get some freebies. Nice job there, Daniel. He is very happy with this Sick Club package.
Yeah, we showed you guys the value of that. It's $1,800.
Yeah.
If you want to just buy it alone from yourself or earn that GOAT status, get it for free.
Yeah, exactly right. What I love about LaDainian Tomlinson in particular, when it comes to memorabilia, Alex, it's something that I always think of. You want to get the best player of each franchise's history because it makes it easier to sell or trade because Charger fan, who's the first helmet you want? LaDainian Tomlinson.
Boom.
I'll say the same thing for our breaks right now. Bills fan, who's the first helmet you want? Josh Allen.
Yep.
In the Diamonds. Colts, who's the first helmet you want?
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. In the Diamonds.
Currently for Vikings,
Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson.
In the Diamonds. Second best Patriot, Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
In the Diamonds. Who's the line you most want right now?
It might be.
Is it Hutch? Is it Goff? Is it Amon-Ra? Is it Gibbs?
Any one of them, man.
I think
They're
Hutch
all
is
good.
the most dominant of those guys. Then, of course, the half and half. I mean, I know Jalen Hurts is the quarterback, but the most coveted Eagle right now, Saquon Barkley.
Most Packers fans, they want the Brett Favre.
The Brett Favre, the most coveted Packer of all time on a speed flex. The best Raven ever, Ray Lewis.
The Raiders might be Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson is so popular. Niners, Steve Young, part of the top 3. Marshall Faulk, part of the top 3 for Rams ever. We got some of the most coveted names and some of the best players in franchise history all in the break room here.
Well, if Clemson or college football, it's got to be Trevor Lawrence.
I was talking to this. This feels like almost crazy to say, but I think it's probably true. If you want a Jaguar item, Trevor Lawrence is the best Jaguar item autograph value you can get.
Yeah.
Now, there's really not that many Jaguars you would want to get over Trevor Lawrence.
Maybe just Travis Hunter now.
Right?
That's it.
Clemson Tigers, the best Clemson Tiger,
Oh,
right?
without a doubt.
And one of the best college quarterbacks ever, Trevor Lawrence. So, Sauce Gardner, not the number 1 Cincinnati Bearcat, though. Number 2. Travis Kelce's
Maybe number
1.
3.
Jason Kelsey, too.
There you go.
For Cincinnati. Awesome series here, guys, in the black and blue half and half. It is 15 speed flexes, 15 other authentics in 30 boxes. It is 139 here in the break room. Let's revisit the break page at 150. Obviously, if we're sold out, we'll keep going. If we're like, say, 1 to go in the minis, we'll keep going. If no one else gets in the next 10 minutes, we'll hop off at 150. I would really like to stretch the show to at least 2 o'clock, though, guys. That is the goal here. Definitely the mini break, I think we should definitely knock out. I mean, the best Giant, the real Giant fans, the people that watch the Giants for their whole history, will definitely tell you Lawrence Taylor is the best Giant you can get.
Yeah.
Obviously, Eli Manning is a quarterback, but the greatness of Eli Manning and the greatness of Lawrence Taylor, not close. Not close. So LT, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith in the NFC East. There's my boy Warren Moon. NFC West, Moon and Dickerson double up. So I know Lamar Jackson is the easy answer for the Ravens, but Lamar Jackson almost never signs autographs. That is why we don't see him in the break room.
Yeah.
So the Raven that's the best of guys you can find, it's Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Double up Lewis and Polamalu there.
On the rave.
Jim Kelly, I know Josh Allen is the best guy now, but historically, the best Bill ever is Jim Kelly.
Yeah, just a great story.
Yeah, he's got a great story. Obviously, the fight against cancer. That's an awesome, awesome slate. And then Champ Bailey, most career passes defended in NFL history. He's got the most Pro Bowls of any cornerback. Champ Bailey on that Bronco mini. A lot of goodies in here.
Got a newcomer getting into the vault double, so that's 5 to go.
So vault is the chase. If we get this vault break done this show, speaking of Giants, you can double up with the Lawrence Taylor camo, the best defensive player of all time. I mean, you got a real collection, Alex. You want to have the best ever at every position. Lawrence Taylor is not only the best linebacker or pass rusher, he's the best defensive player ever, period.
Yeah.
So get an LT in your PC, that beautiful auto, definitely a must-have.
Sorry, Abdul Carter, you cannot take his number.
No. LT not quite as nice as Warren Moon.
Definitely get those minis done, guys. 1 to go.
All right, so minis are coming up. 1 spot to go. That will definitely happen this show. Possibly the last break of the show, but that's up to you guys. Good news is we are not far behind with our 3 p.m. show. We'll hop off about 2 o'clock, give or take. But then 3 o'clock show about an hour later. 6 o'clock show as well tonight. A lot to get to today. And I'll say this, Alex. You and I both know this very well. Big dogs show up at the end of 3 and at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Get those spots in that black and blue half and half while you still can. Because once the big dogs come, the series will go pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. It happens every time.
It happens every time for sure here in the break room. So, and I think we might be sold out on those minis.
Just sold out.
So mini doubles coming up. It is out of 30, brand new mini helmet series. Out of 30 here, the minis. So mini double, go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. That's mini. $50 a spot for 2 mini helmets potentially. I like the sound of that. I do like the sound of that. Michael Wilcox in here for that Warren Moon.
Of course.
He wants a mooning. Sebastian Flores, Derek Hedrick, Michael Convey, Brady Thompson, new customer in the break room. Brady, let us know how you heard about Ultimate Autographs and what your favorite teams are, Brady. Then Eric Merzlak as well. I'm looking for that closer magic. So minis out of 30 need 2 numbers, 1 through 30, guys. And then closest breaks at the moment for this show, I think we're 5 to go in the vault double and 5 to go in the baseball single, Alex. So those are our best bets at a break here later in the show. Otherwise, I imagine both of those breaks should happen during the 3 p.m. show. Should happen. So I'll give you guys about 30 seconds on those numbers. Otherwise, if we have no box numbers the next 30 seconds, I'll go to the wheel, and the wheel will pick. All right, Eric wants 22. Thank you, Eric. I'm a Viking fan, sadly. LOL, Eric put me on to y'all. There we go. Got your friends on there. Got some great Vikings in the break room, Brady. We have the best current Viking right now, Justin Jefferson. Maybe I'll hit the gritty if we pull that Jettas in the diamonds. So worth a shot in the diamond break for you, my man. Get the best receiver in the league, Justin Jefferson. Here's that Jetta Speed Authentic in the Audible Diamonds. So it is a double, Eric. It is a double, so need 1 more number. It is a double box in the minis. I know they're all doubles, so just give me 2 numbers, my man. Brady's got a number 18. That works. 18 for Jettas, right? So 18 and 22 in Los Minis. Michael down to Eric. Good luck, guys. 6 times for our spots. What's the other number? 18 and 22. 5 and 6. Oh, look at Brady. Look at Brady. Viking fan in the NFC North. Brady's got the NFC South as well. Eric has the NFC East. Sebastian Flores in the NFC West. Derek Hedrick, AFC North. Michael Wilcox, AFC South. Too bad the Warren Moon is in the NFC West in this one. Michael Convey, AFC East. And Sebastian Flores in the AFC West here. Started here 22 first, then 18 next. You can tell Brady's a Viking fan, calling out 18 for Jay Jettas. Oh, we're about to have a very, very happy customer right now here, Alex. The biggest Tennessee Titan fan in the world, Michael Mooning Wilcox.
Let's go.
It's the freak, Javon Curse on the rave.
There you go.
Still has the rookie record for most sacks, 14 and a half. Multiple-time Pro Bowler, terrific pass rusher, Michael Wilcox, Javon Curse mini.
Making dreams come true here.
Are you out there, Mike? Let us know, Michael Wilcox.
On the rave. Gotta love that
On the rave, right? You know you're a freak of nature when your nickname is the Freak,
The Freak,
Alex.
yeah.
14 and a half sacks in 99, 74 for his career. A terrific hit for Michael Wilcox.
Very nice.
Hopefully Michael's watching, because I know this, he'll be very happy with that one. He will be very happy. I know the letdown of no mooning, but a Tennessee Titan, the next best thing for him, right?
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
What do we got coming in, Alex? Who just ordered?
Danny Baldino got one spot into the half and half.
The single or double?
Single.
There we go, Danny. That one is 6 to go. We can make a late push this show. Otherwise, I imagine that would definitely be one, if not a pre-fill, definitely early in the 3 p.m. show.
That's right.
There's that Javon Curse. And I got a couple boxes here. This is the Tomlinson. And this is the Patrick Surtain. Our 2 best hits of the show, Alex.
That's right.
All right, box 18 in the minis. We got our first headliner here. We got ourselves one of the best receivers in the league, Devontae Smith. Over 1,000 yards receiving this last season. Terrific duo, him and A.J. Brown. And again, this is a guy that I think is better than the stats. If you're a number 2 receiver on a running team, you may not put up the flashiest numbers, but you saw it in the Super Bowl. You need a big play, you need a good route runner, one of the best in the game, Devontae Smith.
He hit the night against your Chiefs.
That was really the night.
They went for the kill shot right there.
It was a smart play.
They asked Sirianni, too. They're like, you sure you want us to call? He goes, just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. The Super Bowl champion, Devontae Smith. Actually had a little bit under 1,000 last year, but only played 13 games.
Yep.
So already got more than 4,000 yards 4 years in. 27 touchdowns as well. A terrific hit, Devontae Smith.
Very nice.
Former Heisman Trophy winner at Bama.
That's right.
Very, very good receiver.
And I want a few non-QBs to do it.
Uh-huh.
That's a big fly.
Great job there, Eric. So, guys, I'll give you 6 minutes here. It's 1:49. If we get close on breaks, we'll keep going. Otherwise, we'll hop off at 1:55 here. 6 minutes to get these breaks moving for the noon show. Best options at breaks, I would say half and half single. Speaking of 6 to go. 30 boxes, 15 speed flexes, guys. Half the boxes in this series are a speed flex. Slight imperfections in the black and blue, but they're all authentic helmets. We got some names in here we've never seen in the break room. Matthew Stafford, I believe the first Stafford speed flex I've ever seen in the break room. If not the first, maybe one of 2 we've seen. Russell Wilson. I think we actually had a Stafford Cup speed flex tool sign. I think this might be the first Stafford-only speed flex in the break room. Russell Wilson, for the first time in the break room.
On a Giant.
On a Giant speed flex. We have that. I've never seen that Brett Favre helmet. The Hydro Speed Flex. the most popular Packer ever.
Digital camo on the logo there.
That Rams helmet is also unique. The Marshall. Never seen that lid before in the break room, that exact helmet with the big Rams on the front. So all the names are left, guys. All authentics. 50% chance at a speed flex in that break. That one could happen this show. Otherwise, definitely the one to attack for the 3 p.m. show. And then, of course, the baseball break. What's left? Everything but Gibson. One box in, we pulled the Gibson. Now, no worries, though. Plenty of Hall of Famers, great pitchers, like Nolan Ryan, still available. Got some great hitters. Miguel Cabrera.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best hitters in baseball history. Acuna Jr., a do-it-all guy. Chase Utley, that's a rare auto in the break room.
Yeah.
Vlad Sr., Manny Machado. I mean, you guys see the names. Absolutely loaded series, the double play baseball. So we got until about 1:55 to get these breaks pushing. Otherwise, we'll hop off at 1:55 here and regroup for the 2 p.m. hour. In the meantime, Alex, let's talk here to the show.
LT.
LT. Devontae Smith is my number 3, by the way.
Yeah.
I like this mini.
No, Warren Moon, number 3.
Warren Moon's number 3. You're right. I won't make you take it out, but Warren Moon is number 3. I forgot about that. Warren Moon jersey. Surtain, I would say, is number 2.
Yeah.
The defensive player of the year.
Put some respect.
Beautiful inscription, that Broncos speed authentic. But here's the best hit of the show, LaDainian Tomlinson.
That's right.
So looking ahead to the 3 p.m. show, what's the one, maybe 2 items you most want to see in the break room, Alex?
It's got to be, for me, the Matthew Stafford in the half and half. One of the better breaks in the room right now. Number 2, I'm going to go with the Jonathan Taylor in the college. There's only 10 boxes left. Jonathan Taylor, one of the better college running backs of all time, has been phenomenal in the NFL so far. I kind of feel like he's underrated. On a 6-speed flex.
We're sleeping on this one.
10 boxes to go. What if you double up with it? What if you win a couple gift cards on your way?
There's actually 7 headliners and 10 boxes, plus 6 bonus gift cards with those lottery balls.
Yes. So there's going to be, 3 potential headliners that have a gift card. There's going to be 3 headliners. There just is.
So, yeah, it's a beautiful lid. Where are my Colt fans at, right?
Yeah, or Wisconsin Badger fans.
Right.
Come on.
Steven Ryan's a Wisconsin Badger fan.
He is.
So that Jonathan Taylor is a BE beautiful lid.
Yeah, I got Sebastian here getting a couple spots into that baseball break.
All right, so Sebastian, the baseball break is, what, 3 to go?
3 to go.
All right, let's do this, Alex. You just bought the break room more time, Seabass. Great job. I'll give him till 2 o'clock to get this sold out. Now, because we only have a show that's 1 hour away, though, and our pre-fills are good momentum, I'm going to say gotta be sold out at 2. If it's 1 or 2 to go, we'll pick it up at the 3 p.m. show. So 6 minutes to get this break sold out, the double play baseball single. Otherwise, I would say almost for sure a pre-fill, if not right off the bat, pun intended, in the 3 p.m. show. I don't know, man. I love that Carlton Fisk.
It's a good series. We don't get baseball too often. Take advantage. It's not too high of a price point compared to, a lot of stuff that we have.
And you know this very well, Alex. People always ask for baseball in the chat. If you guys want more baseball in the break room, you got to buy it when we put it up.
That's
it's
the
as
thing.
simple as that.
We've done it with hockey. We're doing it with baseball. We've done it with basketball.
You ask
You
about
guys
it.
ask for it.
And then, I'm not saying they don't play. They do play. But there's all this discussion about when are you guys going to get more baseball? And then we put it up, and it does okay.
Yeah.
But not as good as you would think, given all the comments asking about baseball.
I would say it's like that with baseball, hockey, and slabs.
Yes.
Those are the 3. We'll get a handful of people, hey, when are you getting it? When's the next time it's coming up? We even had it with the college. People were asking, when's the next college? Drop the college.
And we have a 70% chance at a headliner in the college. So if you like something, you want more baseball, the way to get more baseball is buying the break when it's available. So that's the option for you guys here in the break room.
2 to go. Come on, guys. Get it closed.
Michael Wilcox. What's up, Mike? I don't know if Mike's got his volume on right now, but Michael, you did win that Javon Curse mini. Michael Mooning Wilcox. I am on today. What's up, Charles Nelson? Charles, it is the weekday night shows, but Wednesday I'm here in the morning with Alex, or the afternoon, I guess, Alex.
That's right.
Morning for me.
Yeah.
I get up and I come to work on Wednesdays. I'll put it that way. Get up and come to work. Let Henry out sometimes, Mr. Henry. But I am here, Charles Nelson, and I am ready to break boxes. Now, Charles is the prime example of somebody who always asks for baseball. Charles is a diehard Atlanta Braves fan. Ronald Acuna Jr.,
Bang.
right there for the taking. What did I win? Comment. I bought into it last night. Do we have it here close by?
It's up there.
You can bring it. Alex will bring it. We'll show you what you won, Mike. You will not be disappointed, my man. Mike Wooning Wilcox. Here's your big win of the noon show, Mike. It is a Javon Curse rave, baby.
There it is.
The biggest Tennessee Titan fan winning one of the best pass rushers in Titan history, the Rave helmet, Javon Curse.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful,
It's
Mike.
glorious.
That is perfect just for you. The Rave mini helmet. He says, heck yeah, let's go. Heck yeah, indeed, Mike Mooning Wilcox. Heck yeah, indeed. Very, very nice Rave mini helmet right there on your boy, Javon Curse. So, couple more minutes, guys. 1:57. Like I said, a couple of spots to go in the baseball break. If we get it done by 2 o'clock, we'll break it. Otherwise, Alex, pre-fill for the 3 p.m. show.
Yes.
So, a matter of whether you want to wait, 2 minutes or 62 minutes. Those are the options. But that baseball break, if it doesn't happen here at the end of the show, obviously will be a Kickstarter in the 3 p.m. hour. Hit of the show, LaDainian Tomlinson, coming out of the Headliner Package series, which, by the way, you can still buy the Headliner Package. It is not just for the GOAT people. They just get it for free.
Yeah. That's why you got to join the SIG Club.
I got to join that sick club. Mike, you also missed the mooning. We had a Warren Moon jersey in the Headliner Package. So Warren Moon did come out in that one. But maybe more moons to come, maybe in that mini break, maybe in the jerseys as well.
Yeah.
Actually, the jersey moon is still left, actually, because that was a Headliner Package.
He's in the reps, too.
He's in the reps as well. Rep Headliner Warren Moon for you, Mike.
Everywhere. He's like Roy Kent.
He's everywhere, like Roy Kent. The Moon Mini is still in there, yes. It's a brand new mini helmet series with the 2 boxes, your Javon Curse and the Devontae Smith.
That's right.
So, Alex, we're about to hop off here, barring that baseball closing in the next, 60 seconds. I'll get your take here. Last thoughts for the noon show.
Solid show. We should be on fire, I would say, this next show with that half and half. With the brand new diamond still, we've only done 1 box. I think Charles Nelson closed up the baseball.
Okay, we'll do one more break then. Charles, baseball closed up. Thank you, Charles, the Braves fan jumping in. But definitely should be an awesome 3 p.m. show that I agree with. So baseball single, go ahead and drop me a box number. There we go. I like it, Charles. Man of his word. A man of his word. Getting in the baseball break. And tell you what, Charles, I'll offer you something special. Charles is currently on the lookout for a very specific item. I don't know if you know what it is.
What is that?
He's looking for a Comet Enchev and a Dom Pellegrini dual signed autograph. He's asking for it left and right. I told him he can only get our dual signed autograph if he wins an item in a show that Dom and I work together. But you can have my autograph, Charles, without Dom's auto if you win in one of my shows. So, or Alex's too, if you would like it, Charles.
Sure.
More than happy to make that happen if you win an item. Mike wants the wheel. Wheel coming up here in the baseball.
I know he loves Dom.
It'll soon be time to get your Mammoth jerseys. Is that the hockey thing I saw today?
Oh, maybe.
Utah Mammoth jerseys or something?
Yeah, that's right.
17 in the baseball. Charles says, okay, there you go. So if you win this break, I'll get you my auto, Charles Nelson. speaking of Charles, he's friends with Todd Helton. 17, the Todd Helton number.
Only makes sense.
Derek, Bradley, Michael, Sebastian, Michael, and Charles in the baseball. I don't know if you knew this, Alex, but Charles was a former groundskeeper for the Braves.
I have seen him talk about it.
So, got a little history there with the Atlanta Braves, Charles Nelson. All right, 6 clicks. We got Derek in the Rangers, Red Spot, and the Mets. The Cardinals and Marlins is Sebastian Flores. The Angels and Braves is Michael Wilcox. Charles has the Yankees and Astros. Charles has the Tigers, Dodgers, and Mariners. Got that sick Miggy jersey out there, Charles. Bradley has the Guardians, White Sox, and Pirates. Padres and Red Sox is Michael Convey. And Sebastian Flores has the Phillies and the Brewers in the baseball break. All right, baseball item coming out here. By the way, the baseball series has a 19 and 29 chance at a headliner, Alex.
It's pretty good.
It's kind of good ratios if you ask me. Ooh. You know, I like this white helmet. It's a very, very clean helmet. It's the New York Yankees. Now, how the heck is this not a photo headliner? This is a secondary headliner. It's a former
No, just
MVP, one of the best in baseball, Paul Goldschmidt.
You're getting another auto.
Charles!
Boom.
I'll get you my auto, my man. Paul Goldschmidt
There it
helmet.
is.
How about it, Charles? So let me know what you want me to autograph, Charles. I can autograph this helmet as well or something else. But you got my auto, Charles Nelson.
There you go.
You're welcome, baby.
Closer magic.
How about it, Charles? The closer magic, the former NL MVP with the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. Love Paul Goldschmidt.
One of the best hitters in the game. Great fielder as well on that Yankee helmet. Right on, Charles, says Ty Percival. Right on, indeed.
We're just making dreams come true.
You're welcome, Charles. So, I'm happy to autograph anything you want, Charles. Obviously, let me know if you want this helmet. It could be a Post-it note. It could be whatever you want, my man. But you got my autograph. You earned it, buddy. You did earn it. The Paul Goldschmidt autograph, just to clarify, Alex, is worth considerably more than my autograph.
I think so. I think
but-
so. Maybe not much more.
Maybe not much
I
more
don't
to
know.
Charles.
Your autograph might be pretty expensive.
Nice Hit says, the way this break room's growing in 5 years, things could change. Things could change. Thank you, Common. Autograph an NCHEF check
There you
payable
go,
to cash
Bob.
for $1,000. Ooh, I like that. You're welcome, Charles. So let me know, buddy, what you want that autograph on. It could be this helmet, could be something else. Just let me know and I'll make it happen. Very happy for you, Charles. Beautiful Yankee helmet. By the way, the Yankees, I mean, it's a case of the rich getting richer with Paul Goldschmidt, right? They got such a great roster. That World Series title they're missing, it's coming. I mean, they got a bunch of them, but they haven't won one since 09. It's coming. How about an index card or a U8 t-shirt? All right, Charles. Sounds great. I will talk to our customer service team. See if we have some UA t-shirts lying around. Otherwise, do you want like one of these index cards or the Post-it notes? I'm guessing that's what he means. Maybe I can do both, Alex.
Sure.
Maybe I'll definitely get the index card.
Do it all.
And then I can work on getting a t-shirt for you as well. Put an inscription, you've been mooned.
There you go.
I like that, Brian.
There you go. Brian knows.
You've been mooned inscription.
He'll actually write the whole entire Theismann story on there.
A black UA t-shirt signed with the silver Sharpie or white paint pen, says Bob. All right. All right, I like that. How about this index card of Marshall Faulk, maybe? Signed the back?
Sign Marshall.
Well, what's the Goldschmidt one? Maybe the Goldschmidt is the item he won, actually, Alex. Unless I folded that up. No, here's the Paul Goldschmidt. It's a little folded. Maybe I'll get him a blank index
You
card.
can sign the box.
I could sign the box, too. So I'll work on something for you, Charles, my man. You'll get that autograph. It will be delivered to you, my dude. I think, Alex, it's a good sign-off point. We got the baseball done.
Yep.
Should be an awesome 3 p.m. show. Again, real quick, guys. I just want to spotlight this half and half. Brand new series just dropped in the room about an hour ago. All the headliners out there. Slight imperfections in the black and blue, but it's an all Speed Flex series. Actually, half Speed Flex and half normal authentics. All authentics, half being Speed Flexes. Oh, I'll tell Dom, all right, Charles. I'll let him know. I'll see him in passing, actually.
Yeah.
You know, once I hop off of the 3 p.m. show, Dom comes in for 6. Final thoughts, Alex, from you?
Good show. Let's keep it up and get that half and half really rolling.
All right, sounds great. Charles will put Commons Auto on eBay. The next day, eBay will cancel Charles from ever selling again. That might be true, Bob. That might be true, my man. So great job, Alex. Great job to the customers. You guys make the show possible. You guys make the show special. You guys make the show fun. Just for you, Alex.
There it is.
54 minutes break. Right back here at 3, 9, 12, 3, and 6 every single day on the Ultimate Autographs YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook channels. Get those break spots on ultimateautographs.com. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you guys in less than